Hello, everyone. Welcome to Route 66. We've got our shit together today.
We always have our shit
we
together.
we don't
Yeah,
ever.
I do.
Oops. Spoke too soon. Tonight we will be playing Pathfinder First Edition, specifically the Adventure Path Shattered Star, which is a collection of 6 linked adventures that take us from levels 1 up to 17-ish, probably. And more about that when we get into our recap. In the meantime, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. Ashley.
What? Me?
Yep.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I play. I was like, did he just say my name?
Yeah.
I'm Ashley. I play Sayoni. She's a sorceress. She blasts. She has a familiar named Dragon. He blasts. And when I'm not playing Sayoni, I'm making stuff and selling it on the interwebs. So if you need some presents for people, you can find it at Pixelbound Studios. Here's an example. It's a manatee.
Oh.
If you have a favorite animal, chances are I've made it or thought about making it.
This
So
isn't an animal, but
I was going to say,
it is
yes, my
cute.
favorite animal, the ghost.
A ghost.
I also have dice-themed things.
Ooh. Kind of
and-
gelatinous cube I saw there.
Mhm.
What, this one?
No,
Yes.
it's
Oh.
this one.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Now there's 2.
Yeah. And
Wait,
like
wait, wait.
Downstairs.
and like birds, like I got some of everything.
Wait.
3 gelatinous cubes. Nothing says I love you from a DM quite like 3 gelatinous cubes.
4.
4
Where
gelatinous
to
cubes.
count?
That's just self-indulgent at that point.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
That's on Etsy and Instagram and Facebook. Yep.
Thank you. Ava.
Hi, I'm Ava. I like cake and ramen, and I'm kind of food combing right now. I play Faya, the human witch. I may or may not be trying to become a deity. That is up to the future to hold and see what happens. I also
It's
play. What?
It's really not.
What's not?
It's not up to the future.
It is up to the future.
No.
If I can get. Look. I have Lem. All you need to do is make a goddess have enough praise.
I mean, you're
have
gonna
Lem.
need like 3'5" more than Lem for. Well, it must be this tall to become deity.
Boo.
Good thing he's not the one being the deity. I am.
This is why he charms all of my favorite monsters.
You kind of have it coming at this point.
I do. I know.
But when I'm not playing D&D, I'm either A, working at a boba shop relentlessly, and or streaming sleepily.
While drinking boba relentlessly.
You know, I made a Thai tea and I haven't even opened it yet. Or cracked it open yet, I guess. But yeah, that's me. Hi, who are you? Chat.
Alvin! Not chat, Alvin! Oh, this is an
I'm chat now?
alphabetical stream. Alvin, who the heck are you?
Oh, I'm Alvin. Well, I'm me. I like planes and Gundams and most mechs.
Wait, how's that alphabetical?
I don't know.
Shh.
I play
Don't worry about it.
Olaka, the half-orc war priest of Gorum. Unlike Sioni, I can't blast or do spooky things. But I can slash and do more slashes. And buff, a lot of buff. And eventually slash.
You want to give us a little trivia about mechs today? What do you got?
So, a lot of mechs in the Gundam universe, the powerful ones do have something called a positron cannon. Now, what a positron is a reverse electron. When an electron meets a positron, they basically cancel each other out, causing both of them to cease existing, causing an explosion from the release of energy. It's basically a visualization of quantum physics.
Huh.
And
You know what?
that's how
That's
the
some
universe were made. The Big
That is
Bang.
some spectacular mech trivia. Thank you. Thank you. Who's next? Who do I want to have go next? Michael!
Hi, I'm Michael, and first of all, I would like to offer up that not only is that a brilliant demonstration of quantum physics in action, it's also a pretty good proof of concept of supersymmetry, which is a kind of particle physics that predicts most of how the universe works and is easily the most accurate model of reality that we have. So,
I read
yeah,
about that.
pretty great.
It hurt my head.
So there's all that for everybody who's interested. I am a science nerd and a physics nerd, and I can't help myself, so don't judge me. I play Lem.
Brain hurts.
Nay Jonathan, nay Lurk Logan, hero of the fighting pits of Magnamar and life coach to Olak. And of late, apparently holy symbol thief as well, but we'll find out if that goes anywhere.
Unholy.
Unholy symbol, I'm sorry, I apologize. Unholy symbol thief. Yeah, that's what I play here. I play some D&D that I don't stream with my friends, and it's pretty fun. And I had a dream the other night that I thought I would share with all of you lovely people, because I think you'll appreciate it. So I dreamed that I was in Barovia.
Oh no.
And I dreamed that I was standing outside of Castle Ravenloft, and I was looking up at the balcony, and Strahd was up there, but it wasn't quite Strahd. It was like also Axl Rose, who, if you don't know, he's the singer from Guns N' Roses, and it's really kind of scary. And so he's up there, and he starts singing about the cold Barovian rain, and he starts waggling his hips. And that was it, really.
Oh, that's disappointing.
And I just thought the next time I run it, like, Strahd in my game is going to do all of his creepy vampire charmy stuff with hip waggling. Nay, Axl Rose. It's going to be amazing.
Nice.
Are you sure, like, that wasn't actually, like, you going to Barovia? I hear sometimes that's how that works, is, like, they take you away in the dreams, and...
I guess it could have been.
I mean, that you're still here and among us implies that you did well, if so.
I mean, am I, though? I mean, you don't know. I'm just pixels to you.
I mean, it's true that nobody's ever seen you and Strahd in the same room at the same time.
Right.
So, you know.
I can't waggle my hips like that.
On that not at all ominous note, Saraha.
I can't follow that.
Then don't.
I'm Saraha. Okay, that's it. I'm Saraha. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not ready. I need to drink water. You got to keep going.
I play Kyra in this game. I also in Sunday's game, and that game's full of crazy lore. Almost like, I don't know. There's a lot of crazy lore in Pathfinder. We're nearing that amount in the homebrew game, which is just it's crazy. Anyways, I exist on the internet sometimes, so if you wanna find me, you can.
You get a
That's
free
correct.
gumball if you find her, too. It's like a prize.
Yeah, it's true.
Thank you.
Don't like really find her, because stalkers are creepy and you shouldn't be like that.
Yeah. Thank you. Accurate, actually. 100% accurate. Finally, I am Askell Archer. I am the GM for tonight's game. I will be playing all of the bad guys, the NPCs, the flora, fauna, any of those two-headed fish monsters that sometimes turn up in Magnamar, various rune lords who may or may not still be alive, that one cloud giant that sort of really randomly appeared in Rise of the Rune Lords, and I don't really know why. I don't think they needed cloud giants since they had so many stone giants and storm giants and rune giants, but I digress. I also adjudicate the rules. I have to remember all of the labyrinthine riddles that are Pathfinder's mechanics and adjudicate, and also present the adventure to our players. For them to do with as they will, as long as, you know, it's something I planned for. And if they go off the railroad tracks, I'm boned. When I'm not running games on Route 66, I stream on Twitch as Askell Archer, playing a bit of this, bit of that. Probably going to play a bit of Song of Horror tomorrow, I guess, because I have to. and also Pokemon Unbound, which is fan-made and very violent and excellent. All right, well, that's us. Chat, if you want to be involved in tonight's game, you can be involved by spending your hard-earned gold pieces, that is channel points, to purchase Chat's Blessings, which go into a little pool. Where is it now? On the lower right corner, under the winged D20. Our players can spend those to give themselves plus or minus 1 on any D20 roll of their choice. And they are cumulative. So if they want to spend 7 Chat's Blessings so that they can actually hit a dragon without its spell resistance taking it away, apparently that's a thing that they can do. Thanks to you, Chat. You can also spend your points on hero points that are awarded to players that are particularly in the zone. I also want to mention, I should have mentioned this yesterday, we finally have bit badges on the channel, thanks to Saraha. They are, actually, you can see one right there. There's, Saraha has one. And there are more for you to discover if you're interested in that kind of thing. That's all we got going at the moment. So I think, without any further ado, Alvin, will you please do the... And we're back. So, here to tell us what became of our PCs last week and what has been going on in general in this adventure is Master Bard, Jonathan.
Oh, well, it has been a long road, friends. It really, really has. This wonderful group of adventurers, strange and gifted and weird and funny and great, have finally, after much struggle and drama and fun, gotten the entirety of the Shattered Star back together. We've finally managed to grab the final piece from an ancient blue dragon, the Shard of Sloth, and we have come back with all of our pieces to Magnamar there too. Oh wait, no one had a plan. So when we found out that there wasn't a plan, we did 2 key things. First, we went shopping, and then we decided that Kyra decided that she had a plan. And that's kind of what we've been doing the last session. We did some shopping, but we ended it with a very, very disturbing follow-up with our sorceress, who's been having some very unpleasant conversations in her head with her great grandmother, something like that. Other things that happened, besides the creepy conversation about losing her soul and all those kind of things, our witch is trying to get a witch dimension. That's pretty cool. To do witch things in and possibly ascend the godhead. We don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Lem's in a bathtub. Aggressively so.
What was the arena that Lem won in? And what name did he use again?
It wasn't an arena. It was an underground fighting ring.
That's right.
Run by
It was the Magnamar Hall of Champions, and it was Lurk Logan.
Thank you.
Anytime.
And incidentally, it would be Sione's great to the great times 330 grandmother.
Why can't she just like feed me candy and cookies like a normal grandma?
Damn.
You know? And like make me cozy sweaters in the winter and
one could
like
argue
pot holders and stuff.
Every cookie and sweater that you've ever had, she gave you.
I've had no
by
sweaters.
merit of the fact that you're alive and using her power to... Okay, no sweaters. But you've had cookies.
Have I, though?
Have you?
I don't remember having any cookies. Not in
And
this game.
I don't see why you'd want any if you've never had them. You don't even know what you're missing.
I'm
and
sure
on that
I've heard of
justification-
cookies.
Can't miss them if you've never had it.
Hmm.
Sounds so sad.
There
so
we go.
where we're picking up, it is a new morning. You are in the beautiful city of Magnamar. What would you like to do today? I believe most of you are staying at Hyde March Manor. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Negative.
No.
Don't remember.
I know Lem isn't.
Me, Kyra, and Lem are at the inn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you guys were staying there or not. And Olak and Fea? Well, Fea has her own accommodations,
Olak was
apparently.
reading his book.
Okay, but where are you staying? Are you staying...
Yeah, in the manor.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, it's a new day. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to meet up with everybody.
Yep, we should all meet up.
We need to have a conversation.
Where do you
Mhm.
like to meet up at?
Well, I
Up in
have
the
no way.
manor.
I have no way of contacting people.
We'll assume
I think-
word is not
Well,
a factor here.
if you
There's
ask,
enough-
Ola can prepare his helping hand.
We have a wand of sending.
It's not on me though.
Oh, do I have it?
We can assume that you guys are able to communicate.
Where should we meet up? Where's like somewhere we could talk and not be overheard?
Not the manor. I think the inn would be safer.
To get in my hole.
Oh, we can go
There's no
to
air there.
my place.
Place?
You have a place?
Hmm.
Where's that?
Should I
Take
be
my
free?
hand.
Oof.
And depending where we are, I'm
We'll
gonna
take
grab a
her hand.
vase. A random vase or a candlestick, whatever's around.
Well,
Well, I've got plane shift. We'll be fine.
so I would assume you guys probably meet up probably at the manor where Fea and Olak are, since you guys
Yeah.
have the more easy means of communication.
I said the manor. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then a
So-
candlestick.
Well, presumably where you'd be meeting up is on the grounds, since like the villa isn't just like the villa itself is for business only.
There's candlesticks everywhere. It's okay, Tim. I'll just take one on the way out.
You could take like a potted plant if you want.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Yeah.
We have some of those.
Housewarming gift.
Get me a plain warming gift.
Go here, and I'll give you my tuning fork.
Huh?
Okay. I will cast plane shift.
All right. A little confused, Kyra initiates this prayer, and as her divine magic spreads out, encompassing all of you, you feel the ringing of the tuning fork, and everything sort of warps, bleaching, becoming colorless, and then even losing the lines that define it until you're just sort of standing in a bleak, gray emptiness.
There's a couple
Uh,
workbenches here.
You have started moving things in. Okay,
Yeah.
there's a few, like, no walls or building materials yet, but there's some furniture. There's
And now a plant.
and yes, okay.
Yeah, have you created your own plane of existence?
Yes.
Oh, well, we won't be overheard here.
We were supposed to bring gifts. I have a gift. I have a gift for you. And Lem will crouch down and reach into his packs, and I will pull out for you a walrus horn from the crown of the world.
Oh, thank you. And I will put it on my alchemy bench where it can be seen.
It also makes for a lovely flute, and it's very nice. And it is
I don't know,
yours.
I don't have a housewarming gift for you. I didn't realize we were going to a new place. I'm totally unprepared. I'll work on something for you.
It's okay.
I also
But I
don't
like
have
black.
a gift.
So,
There's a few
let's
things.
talk.
Yeah, there's a few things we need to talk about.
Can I start?
Yes.
So I've got some real concerns here, and maybe I'm just not understanding things, but so maybe you all could clear it up for me. So when this all started, Lady Hydemarch there, she sent you all out to find all the shards for this thing, right?
Sounds about right.
Yes.
Because we were worried that other people that were really bad might get them, and if we got them instead, that's better than the bad people getting them, whoever they may be.
Plus, as a way to defend ourselves in case another rune lord like Karzug would attack again.
Apparently.
So what we did is we went and did all that. Now we have them all. And we bring them back, and the plan is put it together, right?
Yes.
Why is that a good idea?
Well, technically, it was a good man who had it before.
But what was the plan? Like, what did she tell you you were to do to hide it? And if you're going to hide it, why would you put it back together in the first place?
We don't want to hide it, as far as I understand. We want to use it. And as far as what Sheila said, she wants everyone to know we have it so that people don't mess with us.
Who's we? Who's us?
Well,
Magnamar?
really, I
Who
think
will
all
hold
of Varizia and Magnamar is kind of like the central point.
So who has this thing at the end of the day? We make it.
Somebody would be hanging on to it.
Yeah, the Sihedron Council, is that what they're called? Was supposed to vote on it.
Yes.
Right?
So is that a good idea?
And I have a list here of everyone on the council.
Wouldn't it be better just to destroy the thing?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Can you even destroy it?
Well, I was thinking about that. But like, why shouldn't, like, I don't understand. Like, I feel like this just paints a huge target on wherever this thing is.
The point is to use it.
I had a concern about that too, but
I told you guys, right, that I saw another rune lord. He was alive and well. So to me, that means he's out there, and there could be more. So I think,
Saw one where I didn't know that.
I scried on one. I didn't expect it to work, but it did.
Of course it did.
So I think
silly question. Did he know?
Yeah.
Oh god.
But anyway, I think having this thing would be a really good idea to defend ourselves.
So how does that work? Like, a council can't use it.
Well,
no, I think only one person can wield it.
I think
who's that?
I'm going to talk to the council, and if you guys are okay with it, I think either Kyra or myself should be the one wielding it.
Well,
I don't think it should be you.
So
you don't think it should be me?
I don't. No offense here, Sione, but you.
Why not?
Well, I mean,
maybe until we figure out the Salasha thing.
You've not.
Oh.
You.
What if Salasha decides to?
She has no power over me.
Maybe we shouldn't introduce like like crazy powerful artifact into that mix. Just a thought.
I don't know.
Well, speaking of that, I don't mean to derail, but we were talking last night, and we want to go with the cloning thing. If Faya is on board with it, Salasha and I.
Oh.
Salasha and I were talking last night.
So Faya, you and who would go where?
She's going into the clone body.
The clone body?
And if we could do that more quickly somehow, Salasha might have some ideas. I have something called a Philosopher's Stone that might help. But if we could get her out, that would make you feel better.
I think it would make you feel better, no?
I mean, She really only started talking within the last couple months. She's
Okay.
quiet most of the time. She really only talks when she or myself are in danger. She's never tried to take control. I don't think she can.
So if we were to give it to, I mean, just for example, to Kyra, supposing she were willing to shoulder the burden, what happens in 60 or 70 years? Like, this isn't a problem just for right now, right?
Oh no, it would have to be decided.
Theoretically, yeah, the council would have to decide who would next get it.
And I'll just tell you from having been around a bit, committees are not the way to get anything important done, folks. Whatever we decide, we shouldn't really bother with them. At least I don't think so.
Stilly, remind me, did Sheila say it had arcane and somebody of arcane had to use it? Like, or could
No,
a
I think
or any spellcaster?
I believe any spellcaster can use. Honestly, you don't even have to be a spellcaster as
He
far as I
said
can
that
tell.
there was to forge it. We needed like
To
a
forge
bunch
it,
of
yes.
Oh,
different
okay.
specific magics and stuff,
Right, that's exactly it.
and it would leave you pretty depleted after
So-
forging it.
Sioni,
Hmm?
how much flesh are you willing to give me?
How much do you need?
Like 1 inch cubic, like this much.
A cubic inch?
I can heal it right away.
Can it be blood or
this.
does it need to be
Flesh.
like
Olaf
skin?
pulls out his sword
Mm.
and like he goes like this, turns into a scalpel. All right, where should
Olaf,
I cut?
You won't be cutting me.
Because I can start it now.
Fine. Here.
We have a
Well-
few things we have to take care of before even. There's so much going on. I
This
mean,
takes months, so if I start now, then
well, true.
Well, let's finish talking first.
We have
Um,
that, Salasha to deal with. We have Sadim to deal with. Super inconvenient timing. We have possibly Celtiel and his father to deal with, unless he doesn't want our help at all. But I don't know.
I assume he doesn't. If he doesn't come to us, I'm not going to chase him around. So
Okay.
if he wants help with his sister, I will gladly help. But
Lem, is there anything that you felt like you wanted to investigate further with our help?
I need to spend a little time at one of the libraries here in the archives, maybe, but other than that, no. I just want to get a plan and get this thing sorted, and I don't think we should do whatever this council wants.
Well, I mean, the
I-
council is assembled of a bunch of different people meant
I-
to.
I do partially agree with Lem. I don't think doing it in public is a big
Oh, no. a
festival
spectacle?
thing or whatever.
Absolutely not.
Just a reminder, all of you except Lem are also part of that council.
Yeah. I think the council itself is a good idea because having multiple people decide who should wield this Sihedron is a good idea. Having one person have control over that just seems like it would go badly quickly. But I do agree that there should not be some public party thrown for the assembly of this thing. That just seems like it would attract a lot of attention from the things we're trying to protect ourselves from.
Leave it to the mayor. He is a buffoon.
Oh, why not? He'll be fun. If someone's gonna go after it,
Well,
we can kick
we can
their
have
head off.
we can have a celebration and whatever, and then put it
Forge it.
together in secret with the council at another time.
What I'm thinking as well. But isn't he the mayor on the council?
Is he?
I think
Yes.
that this is council enough right here. If we
Well,
can get our
but
resources to do it.
What gives
we
us the authority to make any decisions? You know,
Well, we found it. We did the work.
at the behest
We
of
suffered.
the Pathfinder Society.
That's not
though.
true. Sheila did a lot of the work. the information pointing us in the right direction, the resources to do that.
I just think that this thing is really powerful, and we don't know all those people. We can't trust them.
I
I
know
don't
some
trust
of them
Sheila
on the
for that
list. They're
matter.
trustworthy.
I trust all of you, but I don't trust them at all.
Well, can you trust us to talk to the council and get them to do the right thing? I mean, I'm certain
I
Faye's
mean,
going
I'm
to
not
live
going to get in your
forever.
way. I mean, I'll you
Yes,
know,
I will live forever.
Well,
I won't.
I am human and will probably not live forever.
You
Here,
could live
Alvin, you'll have
forever
to
too.
center this.
I just need
Honestly,
1 cubic inch.
I think because it can't leave Varizia. So if it would like switch every couple years, the person holding it, maybe
More frequently rather than someone holding it for their whole lifetime, that is a
Right.
heavy burden to bear.
and the person holding it can be elected by the council, maybe.
I don't
It's
know
a lot
any
to
of
put
these
on one
people,
person,
but I
but-
think I can kick their ass.
You guys just hear a little fire being lit in the background.
He's already starting. How many people do we know off this list? Most of them? None of them?
Well, some of them you guys have literally
We know
met.
Karaya.
Yeah.
No Karaya.
Faya, Sione, and Olak would know Sabria Kalmarel.
I know Sabria.
The founder of Magnamar's Golem Works has interacted with Olak before, tried to
Have
sell him a
we
golem.
Have we talked to the city watch guy? I feel like we have.
You have, as well as the head archivist of the Founders Archive.
And there's a Lord Mayor.
That's the person who Sione worked for when Celtiel swindled her and him.
But I at least kind of know, like, what's his name? Jyrun? He's the leader of our
Yes,
local
you would
church.
know.
I feel like I'd at least know him.
You would know him as well as Bavalu Zamantiu, excuse me,
Okay.
who's the high priestess of Desna.
Okay. So we do know most of these people.
Most of them, yes.
They've been assembled. Is Sheila on the council or no?
Yes.
Okay.
These are in addition to her and yourselves.
And we can even make people maybe take some kind of an oath that's like magically enforced. I'm not sure, something if they're going to be holding it.
You mean the Geist?
I'd love to kick
Yes.
the mayor off the council, to be honest with you, but
I don't think we can.
Who's gonna cast it?
I don't know. It was just an idea.
And are they gonna let us cast it?
Whenever we do it, I think that maybe we should employ a little subterfuge as well. Maybe announce it for one day and do it sometime earlier.
we should as well. I think taking this to the council to tell them that we're just going to run into problems probably with the mayor being in disagreement.
With all the planning for this party, I mean, word's going to get out.
Still throw his party, but I have no interest of assembling.
I'm just saying, I think word's going to spread, and I think that this just advertises that we have something powerful that everyone, at least many people, are going to want and may try to take. Like, let's not advertise the date and time.
Exactly.
Or maybe we do, but we do it differently or later.
We certainly should not advertise who's holding it at what time, definitely.
Not at all. Although, it will be pretty obvious. Won't you wear it on your head? Is it
do you? I don't know.
What is it when you wear it? Do we even know? Don't know? Okay.
Hopefully it's not a gaudy headpiece.
Is it a jigsaw puzzle? Can you put it together now?
No. It's a big process to do it. So today we should probably deal with Kyra, your thing.
Oh. Yes.
Here, Faya. Here's my arm. Just cut out what you need.
What's your thing, Kyra?
You want to borrow my knife? Just don't say Olok's sword transform.
She's gonna try not to look at the fact that Fea's probably just got some flesh out of Sione right now.
Like donating blood, except much, much worse.
Yeah, I will cut the flesh out of her arm.
Ow!
So
It
no
hurts.
painkillers, nothing.
I
like,
will cast a cure wounds.
We have a nurse on
like
staff here.
painkiller after the
offset.
fact, sure.
Yeah,
but, like,
yeah. So Faye is just gonna look at Sione as she like inspects what part of the arm to take it from and go, sorry, and just like basically band-aid it.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's a
I had
fillet.
a spell that I could have prepared that could have made you not feel pain.
I've been squished by a rock. I felt a lot of pain. That's fine.
And
You
then
mean
I'm
squished
gonna.
by rocks? I saw
I mean,
I'll
she's
just
literally
cast cure wounds.
carving a cube of flesh off of you.
Just think of it like a melon ball scooper.
She like grabbed something to bite. I mean, what do you want from me?
Right, I guess I'm just saying, like,
I didn't say it's gonna be pleasant.
Sione is probably like screaming in pain for a few
No,
moments here,
I'm biting
and like
it. I'm biting really hard on this thing.
there would be sound coming through. Well, yeah, like
I'm casting cure wounds. Don't worry, it's okay.
this would be excruciating for a few seconds until
Did
Kyra
Salasha
gets in
feel
there with
this?
the
I
magic.
hope so.
Probably not.
If so, she doesn't say anything.
She's just like.
You know, I'm surprised
Yep.
you didn't ask me. I've cut more flesh than anybody in here.
That's the point.
Okay.
That's too much.
So cutting away.
What does
I mean,
okay mean? That's not what you want to hear the person who just carved your skin out say.
Oh,
no,
I
what
just.
you don't want to hear is oops.
Wait,
There's
what did-
no oops. There's no oops. Don't worry about it. It's just I read some spell text and it also says if, so that's okay.
Did you not need to cut this out of me?
Oh no, I do. No, I do. I
Okay.
need 1 cubic inch.
So Kyra, what's going on? What is this
so-
thing you want us to do?
I'm gonna
Oh.
start casting. Let's see how long it takes. I forgot to add the parentheses. But I need 10 minutes to cast. And
While
then
she's casting, I'll explain.
it's gonna take 3 months to make.
Great.
Well, we'll see about that.
So story time. Can't wait.
Basically, Zadim, who is from my homeland and also
Rolled really well.
works for the Church of Sarenrae.
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know why he's here. I had a run-in with him like when I was very young. Very young. I don't know, but he's currently at the Church of Sarenrae, and Shuni says he is looking for me. So
Who's
I don't
looking
like
for you?
Zadim.
Zadim
this-
is looking, but you don't know why.
I'm not sure. I mean,
Do
our
you owe
encounter
money?
when I was really young was I don't owe him money. No, our encounter when I was young was I mean, I kind of interfered with his work because I didn't feel what he was doing was what Sarenrae would have wanted. So I
To have an old friend from home who's come calling, and
yeah, I don't know if we're friends or not. I have not heard from him since. So
Sounds like you owe him money.
doesn't sound like a big deal.
no, I think I'll just go to the church. I just don't like that he's kind of. I mean, I don't. Shuni says he haven't hurt anyone, but they kind of seem to be definitely looking for whatever they're looking for. And don't want anyone to get in their way. So
Do you
Should I have a
books there, by the way?
sermon in the church?
a sermon in the church.
Yes,
What?
my sermon in the church. It's been a while
No, I
since
don't-
I
It's okay.
praised Gorum in the Church of Sarenrae.
Would they let me read books there?
At the church?
Yeah. Like, do they let just
Yeah.
anybody read books?
I imagine so. I'm sure they're all related to
Oh.
Sarenrae, though. So if that's what you're looking for knowledge on, and you're more than welcome
Maybe I
to,
could
I'm
go
sure.
with you.
Well, if you all want to come with me, I would appreciate that. I don't anticipate things will go badly, but just in case. It's
Well, They
good.
can't leave here without you.
Right.
Right.
Good point.
Where's Sione?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
But my idea was just to go to the Church of Sarenrae where he is, maybe not by myself. Maybe you guys are like, outside or invisible or whatever. And I can just talk to Zadim, see what he wants, and we can take it from there. And if things go badly, then you're on standby. And if things go well, then they go well,
Okay. Well,
I don't really know
it's
what
pretty
he wants.
reasonable to me.
So what do you want, like, us to do?
Well, I don't know.
What? Where's the church that we need to go to? By the way, do you know what district it's in?
Oh, that is an excellent question, but Sarah does not know the answer to.
It is in Low Cleft.
Okay.
It's Oh, I'm sorry. You're on. Let me move you guys to the Magnemar map.
Oh,
Could we stop by the Sear Spring Garden on our way there?
Elvin, you'll need to center that.
Yes.
Sure.
S is the Church of Saren Ray on here, by the way. The one that doesn't look like it belongs there.
Gotcha.
Hey, Mr. GM.
Mm-hmm.
Are the monuments of Magnemar a thing in this particular?
Absolutely. This is literally the adventure path that made them a thing.
Well, I would love to hit up the Sear Spring Garden monument on our way, since it's in Low Cleft.
What is that one?
Well, that one, I can tell you about it. It's this big bit of stone, and it's in a model of the city.
You mean Founder's Flame?
Sear Spring Garden is what I'm looking at.
Sear Spring Garden. That's not... I don't think that's the name of the actual
the Mapstone monument. Sorry,
that's the one. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. That also is in Low Cleft. That's right by the Church of Saren Ray.
Yeah, I'd like to just take a few minutes and ponder, if that'd be all right.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, you may not know because you're not from here, but there's these monuments around the city, and if you spend a little time like pondering them, sometimes if you're really lucky, you can get like a little bit of luck out of them.
Oh, I've done this very thing before. Yes.
I don't think I've ever done anything like that.
Yeah, this one in Low Cleft might give you, I don't know, a little mental fortitude when you need it.
Sure, you can stop by that for sure.
Cool.
Okay.
I believe the Mapstone Monument is number 54.
54. There it is. Okay. Okay.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, 53. 53.
Oh, perfect. That is on our way.
54 is a different monument.
Yeah. So we go there. I don't know. I can't make myself invisible, I don't think. So kind of like an idea of how many people are in the church that are with Zadim. They would be dressed like Zadim and I'll kind of describe the robes and stuff.
I actually saw him, so
Did.
I will cast those spells before we head out.
Faye will cast Glibness.
Okay.
you got that spell, huh?
I wish.
Witness? What's that one?
Oh, I thought you were being serious.
No!
That gives a plus 20 bonus to bluff checks
Whoa!
for 1 hour per caster level.
I'll cast Overland Flight and Mage Armor.
Yeah,
My bard on average has a 54 base.
Yep, that gets pretty crazy.
I think if we could go in and kind of, if anyone who's able to like sneak around better than me, I'm not sneaky at all.
You want to sneak?
I just want to know how many he brought with him. I don't know if they're all going to be, like when I talk to him, I don't really know what to expect, to be honest. I have no plan. I don't like.
I can send Daji. I can see through Daji too.
You can see through Dodgy?
That I can.
I don't think you can.
You get an
do
empathic
that, Faya.
That's 5th edition.
Dang it.
I can creep around pretty quietly when I have a mind. I can go and poke
No,
around,
I
but-
can see through Daji.
I can make whoever invisible.
Maybe make Lem invisible and he can sneak around and Dodgy can sneak around, or make Dodgy invisible and
they could both fly too.
they
just
could
for
both
fun.
fly around and figure out what's going on in there, and I can just enter, and Ola can be ready to give us a sermon to Gorum if he needs.
Excellent. I'll go right
I don't
in
want
then.
to go in there with all of us under the guise that I want to fight, because I don't know even that that's what they're looking for, and I don't want to put any of the people who are in the church all the time in danger.
Well, I can give you this wand, and you can send a message to me or whoever waiting outside if you want us to come in. If you tell me what room you're in, I can dimension door us there immediately.
Okay.
But for scouting, Lem can fly around invisible, dodgy, whatever we want to do.
Okay.
Shall we?
All right.
So we're gonna take care of that first. The clone is in the oven, Faya, right? You don't need anything else?
Yes,
from me?
nope, good. You can see it's already like a little bean sprout.
It's a bean
Oh.
sprout.
It's the
Little
size of a
fleshy
bean sprout.
Oh, okay.
She
I mean,
is
the
potted
flesh would be
plant.
starting to take like the shape of a fetus.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's very strange. Do you think 3 months is fast enough? I'm talking to you. Salasha.
She doesn't answer.
Salasha! I slap myself. Salasha! No, I don't. Okay, well. She's not
I can
answering.
figure
me.
out how to accelerate it if you want.
Well, I kind of needed her help to figure that
Oh.
out, so.
Well, you'd think she'd want to have her own body faster, you know.
I think we have about a week until Mr. You know.
Oh, big.
But you
thingy.
could always.
It's true.
Could
Just
always
banish him again.
send him away again. I just don't like dealing with that. But 3 months is pretty fast.
Make a whole person,
Grand scheme
I'd
of
say.
Okay, well let's go get this dealt with then.
Okay. That's a plane shift out of here.
Faya, where's the door?
There's no door.
Oh,
I
right.
mean, there's not even walls yet.
Where are the walls?
I will.
I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed by the infinity of the space. So,
Yes, it's a little bit too much.
I need a layer building. Okay, thank you.
I will. I think I still have the tuning fork for the material plane. So
Mhm.
I'll
You do.
take that, and I will.
Also, I hold out my hand awkwardly.
Oh, for yours, yeah.
Yes.
Right,
want
I
it
don't
back.
need this. I don't need this at all. Please take it. Okay, and I will cast plane shift again.
Okay, you guys shift back onto the grassy grounds of Hyde March Manor. You can see there's a gentle breeze blows through. Some birds fly by overhead.
Okay, let's go to this map monument. Is that what you said it was?
So this is one of several monuments that can be found at Sear Spring Gardens, which is the giant park in the center of those 4 districts between Lowclef, Beacon Point, Dockway, and
You got me.
and
Keystone?
Keystone. Yes. Which I, of course, remembered. And Alvin, can you zoom in on Lowclef a bit?
I can.
Thank you.
If I
Since that's where our focus
remember
is for the
where
moment.
Low Clef is.
Lower right of the
Oh
shore.
yeah,
Yep.
the lowest. Yeah.
So as you guys make your way into Lowclef, for those of you who are unfamiliar with this place, you find the district to be, well, first of all, it's vibrant and full of activity and life. People just foot traffic, shopping, passing by, but not just that. You can see entertainers, jugglers. You can see people hawking wares or offering to paint you on the spot. You can see like talent artists. You see that there are clerics of Shaylin offering to paint passing couples or someone with a pet or something. You see that there are pubs, brothels, hookah bars, dance halls, all manner of different entertainment locations. The stores here tend to be less practical, more like books or artistic pieces, or you actually find like there's some massage parlors and service locations of that sort. But all of it like not catering to an aristocratic audience, but more to like a younger generation audience. So you see a lot more non-humans here than in like up on the cliff. Nope. Let's try that a third time. Cliff. There we go. Cliff, not cleft. Cliff. The cliff. God
Yeah,
damn it.
not low cleft.
You pass a great number of criers who are like shouting about the Lord Mayor's scandal this, or Pathfinder Society is gathering, but they won't tell us what they're really doing. What's this conspiracy about? There's someone who's like, there's all sorts of college-aged youths out here promoting this cause or that conspiracy. There's not a lot of like shadowy, sketchy alleyways or anything of that nature. Like, this is probably the nicest part of the not rich part of Magnamar. As you make your way into Sear Spring Garden, you actually would take an immediate left, because right there you can see, Alvin, you'll have to center that. You can see the Mapstone Monument, a giant block of stone from which has been shaped, because you could never carve something so perfect as this, in exact likeness of the entire city of Magnamar, complete with the newest additions. Like, you can see where an old diner collapsed like a month and a half ago. That building is gone. You can even see the small bits of wreckage where the building debris still lies. You can see the Temple of Sarenrae, for example, even though this was built decades ago. It is completely up to date, with even little like stone carts, not moving, but just placed in the streets of this Mapstone Monument. There's a small, I don't want to say a crowd, but there's a few odd people who are just kind of standing, looking in awe at it. There's like 2 parents and 2 kids all standing together, huddled around, and the kids are like, "Oh, look," pointing at different parts of the city. As Lem approaches the Mapstone Monument, you'd see that there is an epitaph which labels it as Mapstone Monument. I should mention, by the way, in terms of scale, the stone platform that this sits upon is 3 feet tall. So the city is probably another 3 feet plus another 3 feet for the Arvansor, which is the tower that you can kind of see rising out of it. So this is a big monument scale map of the city. But the epitaph labels it as the Mapstone Monument, and then below that in smaller text, "In ode to the history and culture of Magnamar." Lem, you wished to meditate upon it?
Yeah.
Is anyone else?
I will try.
Okay.
I'll sit with Lem. Why not?
Okay,
Yeah.
so all of you who are...
meditating glare at it.
Okay, so for all of you who are doing so, please make a knowledge local check. This is not restricted by ranks.
Okay. Ooh, I can't fail this.
Yeah,
Wait.
but degree of success will affect
Wait.
how big of a bonus
Natural 1, baby.
Okay, so Kyra,
Okay.
like,
I just meditated.
you're kind
I
of
probably
like...
got distracted.
I imagine you're appreciating it, but like you're not getting some divine like epiphany or anything. You don't feel any different. It's
I
just
mixed Faya up with Estelle.
I thought you said you
So
couldn't
what did
fail
you
it.
get for Fea?
I got 9.
9,
I
same
forgot-
thing.
It
Fea,
wasn't
like,
a stealth.
art just isn't your thing. I mean, it's sure the magic that worked it is impressive, but like you're not having this divine experience. Olak, what did you get?
16.
16. You get a +1 morale bonus on will saves for 24 hours.
Oh, so imagine
That means it
now
will
we
not
can, like,
stack with Lem's abilities. That is a morale bonus. Sione, what did you get? Because I already know Lem's going to be the highest.
28.
28. So you get a +2 bonus on will saves
Wow.
for 24 hours. And Lem?
23.
2.
What?
I rolled quite low.
Oh no. Okay, you get +1 bonus on will. It's still +1. I mean, hey, it's a freebie. So for you three, you have this sense of like growing wonder. You can almost see the little figures and carts moving through its streets. You see the stone almost take on color and sound. You can hear the voices of Magnamar itself. And to Sione specifically, you can almost feel the touch of one of the Imperial Lord's hands upon your brow, like blessing you with the secret guardians of Magnamar's inspiration.
Nice.
And for you three, you don't feel like 10 minutes has passed at all. You feel like not even a minute has passed. There's just this like, like as Fea and as Fea and Kyra are kind of like stirring, like.
They probably pulled out a book.
I
know,
probably
like-
started praying to Saren right too. Yeah,
It's been
okay.
about 10 minutes though. Like, there's this almost sense of surprise that much time has passed for you, I guess.
Well, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Shall we?
Shall.
Yes, we can go.
Maybe a block away, we can start prepping.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, as you take the ascent, which is the main street, you pass a few groups of city watch in their silver armor on patrol, all on horseback. The streets, by the way, or rather, the ascent at least, is cobblestone and clean. You can see that there are unlit lanterns hanging all along the avenue. You have to take a side street to reach the Temple of Sarenrae. And this, you find, is not cobblestone. It's like mud, but lined with wooden boards to create like a firmer footing. I should say dried mud, rather.
I'm
Because
floating.
right now it's... But as you're walking along these, you can see that all of the buildings, really all the buildings in this entire district, are of stone. Though the further from the main road you get, you can see that there's more and more wood and combination wood and stone buildings. But no thatched, like there's none of what you'd expect to see in a city. It's all still very high-end building material until you reach the Temple of Sarenrae.
Well, a bit away from it.
Okay, well, you're in
Not right
sight, I
outside.
should say. You're in sight of the
Okay.
back of the Temple of
We're
Sarenrae.
right outside it. Crap, we went too far.
Kind of standing next to
Back
a
up.
gambling parlor that is closed until nightfall. So right now it's just a closed building. The road that kind of intersects where you're at there's no wood. It's just dirt. It's just a mounded, like a crowned road of like dirt has been packed to create a elevated walkway. But what do you guys want to do?
Okay. So, Lem and Daji invisible?
Lem needs to be up to Lem.
Yeah.
And flying?
Might as well. Then they won't make sound.
I'd rather not, actually. I'm not very good at it.
There.
Okay. Give me your hand and paw.
Dodgy, like, kind of dust off his paw a little bit and hands it to you.
Yeah, he's had to walk through a little bit of mud to get here.
Invisibility.
Bubble.
Invisibility on Lem and Daji. And fly on Daji.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Flying
Remember
fox.
your fly checks. Make sure you know what your fly bonus is. I believe it's plus 15. Is that
For
correct?
dodgy?
Or is it plus 8 from the fly spell?
It's in chat. Equal to half your caster level.
Okay. So that is plus 8, I believe, right? You guys are 16? Or are you 15?
15.
Okay, plus 7. So Dodgy's fly bonus would be plus 7. Or his dexterity plus 7.
Now, Kyra, I'll give you the wand. Do you want anything?
Oh.
Buffs? Okay. So if anything goes wrong and you can't say it for sure, just say peanut. And I'll dimension Doris in.
Peanut, okay.
Peanut. I'm sure you could work that into our conversation. And I'll tell him.
Oh, you remember when you were allergic to peanut?
Oh, that's it!
Okay.
And then I'll teleport me, Olog, and Faya in.
Why don't I just walk in there?
Because
I'm a
we don't know what it
pious
means.
believer of a deity.
We don't, right, but there's people in there, we don't know what they're doing.
I will
Right,
note,
so
since
if
you
Len
are
can
in
do
view,
some reconnaissance and get an idea and let you all know what's going on there.
you can see that the large stained glass, well, you can't see through the stained glass windows of the church. The smaller windows of like the is it rectory or refectory? I always get the two mixed up. It's refectory,
I
right?
don't remember
Where priests
which one's
live?
which.
Refractory.
I think so.
It is a refectory. Okay. The windows of the refectory have all had the curtains pulled shut over them. In fact, all the windows that are not stained glass have been covered. And you aren't seeing any like traffic on the main street coming into the temple.
Are there any
Wait.
no guards outside on the backside? Is
You
there?
aren't?
Is there any
Go
passerbys?
ahead and make a perception check. Is there any what?
Passerbys.
There's people going past, not on the street you guys are on, but on the more main thoroughfare. Yeah, you can see some going past.
There's nobody on this street.
Got a 12.
You guys are on kind of a, you took the back road to get in here. I mean, you're not on, you're in the closest thing to a shadowy alley this district has.
Oh.
Okay.
Invisibility lasts 15 minutes, so get going. And if you attack, you'll lose it.
And we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go,
will
and I'm just
fly.
gonna walk in the front. I'm just gonna walk around to the front.
Wait, are you guys all going in at the same time? I thought Lem and Dodgy were going in first.
No,
Oh.
Lem and Dodgy are going in invisible. Kyra's going in just as
I
Kyra.
see. Okay. Okay. So you two are accompanying Kyra. All right, so Kyra, as you come up to the front doors of the church, they are wood, not very big. This is honestly not a huge church. Mariziel was able to buy a building, which is crazy, but it's still
But-
like,
Crazy big church, yeah.
it's not a cathedral.
It was still cheap on it. Looks
Yeah.
good, that.
It was like the leftovers. She had like 750,000 gold to nothing left to do with it, so. Sorry, I couldn't resist that little flex. What do you do? You can see on these wooden doors that there is the visage of angels holding trumpets that have been carved into it.
If there's no one standing outside,
There's not.
I will say a quick prayer to Sarenrae, just asking to lend me some patience, and then I will open the door.
If you want, you could like sneak a little spell into that prayer, like if you have bless prepared or anything like that. Just a little minor.
I have guidance.
You have flame strike? I think you should.
Yeah, just
Just throw
Blow
a
the
flame
church
strike
up.
into that.
Gonna get a
I
health
do
problem.
not have bless prepared now.
okay. Okay, you could cast guidance if you want, or resistance, or if you have like
sure,
a orison,
I'll do,
or prayer if you have that.
forget what level all of these.
Third. Prayer is third. Guidance is 0.
Oh, yeah. Oh, actually,
Not me learning all this shit from Wrath of the Righteous. I've been obsessively playing.
I am going
Oh.
to give. Actually, can I cast Magic Vestment on myself?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna do
Oh, look who's using a new buff. That'll-
That's a
I
good buff.
gain plus every 4 plus 3 AC.
One.
Yes,
well,
you're correct.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I have
Okay.
plus 3 AC. Cool.
So you see, like, the holy symbol of Sarenrae blazes in with light over your front for a moment, just kind of the fire hovering before you before it pulls into your chest and vanishes. But you feel that warmth protecting you in answer to your prayer for protection.
And then I will open the door.
As you open the door, you can see that there's sort of like a little 5-foot antechamber with an arch before it goes into like the main chapel. And in that antechamber, there is a figure who's standing, sort of a keeping watch inside. He is wearing all Qadiran garb. You can see that he has armor, blue and gold robes. He looks just like Zadim, only he has like something covering his face. Only his eyes are visible. He doesn't have weapons drawn, but you can see he's already got hands on weapons and is looking at you.
I do
I'm gonna
not have my
scoot
hands
by
on
him.
weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
want to try and scooch by him while he's preoccupied with looking Kyra down.
Okay. Lem and Daji make stealth checks. If you are moving less than half your speed, you get a plus 20 bonus. If you are moving more than half your speed, you get a plus 10 bonus.
I want the 20.
Okay, so you're just kind of slowly.
Also, Faya will scry on Daji. It's a
Yep.
once per day that I have.
And Lem, are you going the same speed? Half speed?
Yeah, that's terrible.
So 40 and 39.
Moment.
Okay. He doesn't seem to notice either of you as you guys zip past. His attention is firmly on Kyra. In Qadiran, or I'm sorry, Kelish? In Kelish, he says, "You are Kyra.
I am. I
You
reply
are
back to
expected. Enter."
Yes.
And he's going to put a hand on the door and close it behind you when you enter. In the
look around.
chapel. Hmm?
I'm looking around. Are there any others in here?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There are, from what you can see, 4 of them.
I have a 32, by the way.
Plus the one who was in the antechamber make 5. All of them look exactly the same. Same garb, same weapons, face covered. One of them is sort of seated in one of the pews, seemingly in prayer. You see that 2 are near the stained glass windows to the right, just sort of by the wall, but watching Kyra. And you can see that the last one is near the altar, and he's holding like a bit of incense and is waving it through the air beneath like this giant mural of Sarenrae. One of the men by the window kind of straightens up and walks toward the door into the back area and disappears in there, while the other approaches Kyra.
I'll follow that guy.
Now this one, you're going to have to hightail it. I'm going to need an acrobatics check from you and Daji if Daji is also following him. Though keep in mind, you two can't see each other, so technically you'd have no way of interacting with each other.
But Daji has scent.
Well,
Yep.
Daji, okay, Lem has no way of knowing what Daji does.
Thank you. Hold on, I was about to mention that.
So Lem, make an acrobatics check. Okay.
Daji would join too. He smells him
That's
going
terrible
faster.
again. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Daji can also make an acrobatics check.
Uh-oh.
Effort does need Saren right
Okay, so each of you respectively rushes. Lem, you're able to stop it. You're not quick enough. You guys don't make it to the door before he shuts it. Daji needs to make a fly check, though, to I think Dodgy really thought he was going to make it and
I
didn't.
don't think I said he was flying yet.
Is he not flying yet? Okay, then make a second acrobatics check. Or actually, no, this would be a reflex save. Make a reflex save to avoid like crashing into the door.
Where is it?
He may have overcommitted.
Sorry, I just gotta find it because there's list the big paragraph.
No,
Kyra just,
reflex
Kyra
is near the
kicks
middle.
the door behind her.
Actually, it's near the top. It should be right below his hit points.
Tradition.
Yeah,
I
there
just
we
kicked
go.
Drop my holy symbol.
Sorry.
So clumsy.
Okay, Dodgy doesn't crash into the door, or rather, like, there's just a slight sound of, like, claws skidding on the stone of the temple floor, and you hear a soft, like, as his fur gently, like, brushes the door, but he had to, like, turn sideways and he damn near slammed into the door.
But nobody knows.
But neither of you two got through, and no one seems to have noticed you. Kyra, the Kadiran garbed man approaches you. And kind of, you can see he's got hands on the two kukri, and he jerks his head toward your scimitar. Drop it.
Why? If you are armed in a Church of Sarenrae, should I not be armed in a Church of Sarenrae?
Make a diplomacy check.
Yeah, good point. Okay. That'd be awesome if that works.
It could.
You
It
never
did
know.
not work!
Oh,
No, is all he says.
oh.
I think I never got rid of my other holy symbol, I guess. I will.
Oh yeah, you still got the necklace.
I will give him my scimitar.
He'll take it, and on seeing that it is a holy symbol to Sarenrae, like, he doesn't just drop it on the floor. He sort of holds it reverently, takes it away from you, and hands it to the one at the altar, who has by now put the incense down. He'll take it and, like, lean down and put it somewhere behind the altar.
Oh, he's being respectful. That's nice.
Yeah, well, they're not savages, I guess.
The one who handed that off, though, comes back to you and says, "Come, follow," and starts to lead you in the same direction the other one went. So I'm assuming Lem and Dodge are sort of getting out of the way.
Now there were 4 in this room, and 1 walked into the back. And
There
another
were,
one-
if you count the one in the antechamber, which is
There were
in full
5.
view of this, it would be 5.
Okay.
He's staying by the antechamber. There are now 3 in the room with you.
Okay.
And the one who's leading the way, you can see behind you, the other 2 are sort of taking up a shadow. They're following after you.
Okay.
What's Kyra's demeanor in this point? Is she like looking nervous or confident? Like, how's she carrying herself?
She's trying not to look nervous. She is a little nervous on the fact that she didn't know that they were gonna, I don't know, flank her into this place. But she's trying not to look troubled. She's just trying to look like at peace. Like, she's like, I'm in a Church of Sarenrae. You can't mess with me here, you know.
Okay.
This is
My
home.
domain. It's my domain.
My home.
Yeah.
Bitch.
They take you into the courtyard, which is just out back. And like the courtyard, it's a fairly small courtyard. There's like a ringed bench in the middle of the grassy spot. In the center of the ring is a statue of Sarenrae. You've meditated here before with
Yes.
Shun.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And there are a few different doors that go into like the refectory, the reliquary, different parts of the church. You can see, though, the man who first went this way is in the shadows under like the overhang around the perimeter of the courtyard. He's just arms crossed over chest, watching you. A new individual, garbed exactly the same as them, though his face part is down. You can see it just kind of around his neck. Same weapons, though, same general demeanor. But the face you recognize as a more mature, aged Zadine. When he sees you, he rises. approaches you. Well, you're brought to him in the grass. The one who was escorting you kind of takes a respectful step back. So all 4 of them now, I guess, who are in the courtyard with you, are kind of hanging back, sticking to the shadows. You can see, incidentally, all of them also have bows. Composite bows. Not that they're drawn or anything, but they definitely have them slung over a shoulder. Kyra, it has been a long time.
That's the team.
You've done well for yourself since you left Kadira.
I hope you have as well.
I have. Your clergy here speak well of your sermons. They say you've done well by the people of Magnemar. They say you are a hero.
Not a hero. Just following the path of the Everlight.
The Everlight cannot shine everywhere. And he's maintaining eye contact. You told me once that I should look into the eyes of those I face and decide for myself if they carry the fire of the Dawnflower in their heart. Do you still believe that?
I do. What do you see in my eyes?
I see piety, conviction, dedication, anxiety. Do you know why I'm here, Kyra?
Not.
Are you familiar with one known as Ardathanatus?
I am. I gave him a chance for redemption, as Serenray would have wanted.
And you know what he wrought in Winsong Abbey?
I was
His
there.
crimes?
Saw his crimes firsthand.
The church has deemed him fit for death, as with any who would speak in his defense or yours.
Church or the cult?
I couldn't hear you.
I said the church or the cult?
The distinction is limited. The powers that command me have decided that you have brought disrepute upon the Church of Sarenrae. And for that, and your unapologetic refusal to answer to them, they deem you deserving of death.
What do you deem? I think I once told you that Serenray herself does value goodness, redemption, healing, no matter
But who
the
can
quarry.
decide? When does one's redemption get overwritten by one's actions? Does one who desires redemption but continues to harm and kill and maim and pillage and rape deserve such? Does
Don't think-
desire for forgiveness 20 years later excuse a lifetime of sin?
So did you harm the paladin?
He yet lives.
Is he redeeming himself still?
And you can see like a look of, for a moment, like not quite anguish, but like a pained look of regret. I don't know. I do not believe I can speak for the Dawnflower. I am her sword, her fire to punish evil. It is not for me to question her will.
How do you know that I wasn't acting under her will? What proof do you have of that?
I have none, and that is why we speak.
So if I told you that while I was in it, Windsong Abbey, I prayed in a chapel to Sarenrae, and she showed me of the possibility of our Dathanatus being redeemed, and she showed me what had happened to him.
Make a diplomacy check. Sorry, I know that's not your favorite skill check.
It's okay, it's okay.
If
This
it
is the
was
route I've chosen to go.
5e, would it be with advantage?
In 5e, it would totally be with advantage. In Pathfinder,
I got
that
a
means it's a
nine-
lower DC.
Got a 19.
It's
I'm no
pretty good for
Sione.
you. That's
I'm no
pretty good for you.
Sione.
Were I to believe you, it would put me at odds with the church once more. Is this your story? Are you committed to it?
I'm committed to the truth, and I am telling you the truth. You are welcome to have anyone cast spells upon me to prove otherwise.
There is no need for magic. I see no shame in your eyes. He looks at the men around the courtyard. Nods. You can see that the ones behind you start moving back toward the door into the chapel. The two who were off to the other side start moving towards a different door into the refectory.
What?
We are done here.
You could stay here, you know. You do not have to be part of that section of Sarenrae's worship. You could help protect this chapel, this city.
I am Sarenrae's swift, burning sword, her blade. It is my life, and I am devout. As clearly are you. If I do not return, there will be questions. I would face Ardathanatus as well, but I will go bearing your words and account for this when I look into his eyes. Tell me, Sister Kyra, do you truly believe that he will pass my test as well?
Too. I would
He
not
can-
have given him a chance if I did not see the opportunity for redemption. Sarenrae does offer redemption and encourages it, but she is also swift with the sword, and I live by that as well.
We will see. He kind of looks he kind of studies the statue of Sarenrae in the courtyard, just looking upon her, and you can see there's like a intensity to his study, a worship visible just in how he holds himself and regards her. Before he speaks again, the door opens back up, and you can see first comes one of the ones dressed just like him. Then you see Shuni and 4 other of the acolytes who work here, followed by what's her freaking name? Oriana. kind of walking in line. None of them with weapons, but when Shuni sees you, Kyra,
Shuni,
you should not have come.
okay, are you all alright?
Yes, we are well. We have not been harmed. None were harmed under my care. All were well treated, for they have done no wrong. We will go and not trouble these halls again. Go and fire, Sister Kyra. And he's going to raise the piece up to his eyes so that now he looks exactly the same as the other men who he brought with him. He's going to, unless you say anything, he's going to depart, as are the rest of them.
I will just let them go. I'll
They
just
leave.
watch them until they leave.
They go all the way to the front doors, opening them, and silently disperse.
And I assume we see them leave.
You'd see them leaving, yeah.
I breathe out very like I was holding in all of my breath. And I know I have sending the spell. I should know the like range on it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When I see them leave, I'm gonna dimension door the three of us in.
Okay.
I am going to use the wand of sending
Oh, I was
to
going to
send a
send
message to our Dathanatus.
Oh, cool. And I'm going to message Sione.
Okay. I'll go Kyra, then Lem, and then Sione and Dimension Door Company come in. So, Kyra, what do you say to our Dathanatus?
You know what? Can you do Lem?
Lem, what do you say to Sione?
I gotta figure out what I need to say.
When they're going, I'm just going to crouch down somewhere like out of sight and just do as quietly as I can. I'm going to cast message and whisper to Sione. Everything's okay. They're leaving. Just come in by the front door after they've gone. Everything's okay.
Sione, I will leave it to your discretion if this message... Well, no, he said as they were leaving. So yeah, you'd have gotten the message before Dimension Dooring. So you can hold on to those precious spell slots.
I'm doing it for
dimension
you.
door us in.
That flex, though.
Shut off.
You ready, Sraha, or should I keep going with them for a moment?
2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. I'm
Okay.
so sorry. You
So
can keep going.
Sayoni would just appear in the main area.
Okay, in the chapel?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Lem and Dodgy aren't there. I don't imagine it's empty at present. Good sign, though, there's no blood.
Kyra? Lem?
I would be kneeling by the statue in the courtyard too.
Okay.
She's doing things.
Should
We're
we
fine.
ring a bell?
Just be quiet for a little while.
I will go and talk to them if you want. As long as... Oh, no. And, like, he kind of runs to the door and, like, peers at you and visibly sighs in relief when he sees
Olaf's
only...
out there. No, Olaf's
only-
there.
Oh,
I dimension door me.
Olaf is
and-
there as well.
Everybody.
And Olaf.
there's a wince when he sees Olak, but still a sigh of relief to see the three of you minus one particular individual.
Do I see him?
Everything.
Hi, Shuni.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hello. Thank all of you
You
for coming
okay?
to help us. We are fine. We are fine. No one was armed.
Well,
They were initially somewhat brutish, but
you know,
they were respectful once we were disarmed.
if you have more weapons hanging on the walls, you wouldn't be so disarmed easily.
He's going to, like, clearly think about if he wants to engage with that, kind of shake his head a little no thing, shake it no again, and then just not respond to Olak. Sister Kyra is in the courtyard, giving thanks, I think, to the Dawnflower.
okay.
The voice I heard was with you, I hope?
I called for Kyra.
No, the other voice...
Oh yeah, Lem's invisible.
All right. Lem is going to cast message again. This time it's dude.
Oh no.
And
Here it
didn't
comes.
say. And as feminine a voice as he can
Oh,
manage.
here we go.
Let's hear it.
Greetings, acolyte. Saren Ray is pleased with you and comes with a message.
Poor
Soon.
dude.
A mighty halfling will come to you with a request. You will grant it with no questions and all the aid that you can give.
Make a bluff check.
I'd love to.
Junie has been the butt of our jokes since the beginning of this campaign.
It's
and
nice to see that that proud tradition continues.
Oh.
Jesus.
Well, he rolled an 8 on his sense motive, so
Oh.
Shuni immediately drops to his knees and like prostrates himself on the floor. Mighty Dawnflower, thank you for your protection, guidance, and warning.
Sunny, I think you are confused.
The Dawnflower, the Everlight, has spoken to me.
Oh,
We must prepare for a guest. A mighty guest.
oh, okay. That sounds like something you could handle. When Kyra's done, we'll just go.
Dachi will put his paw on Shuni's lap.
He's going to yelp and sort of kind of scramble up to his feet. What was that?
Sunny, are you okay?
Something.
He's
Is
gonna
someone
start
there?
yakking because he doesn't know how to get out of this without attacking.
Oh, Sayoni realizes.
Can you drop it?
I don't think invisible. Oh yes, you can drop
Or you
invisibility.
can't.
Yep, if you want.
I don't.
No? Okay.
Okay, then Daji's gonna go bite Faya.
Oh, that's gonna bleed you. Well, it doesn't have to bleed, I guess. I mean, he could literally like do a trip attempt, like tugging on someone's pant leg or something, and that would break invisibility.
Okay, that works.
He could. You don't have to like give yourself bleed damage.
I forgot about the bleed,
You know,
to be honest.
Shuni,
It's been a while.
if someone were to pretend to be the great goddess Sarenrae, that would be blasphemous, right?
Very much so. Yes.
I'm
Come
sure
on,
no
you don't
one
know any
would.
of this.
No one would do that.
You don't know this. Come on, stay out of it.
I'm putting it 2 and 2 together. Okay, well.
He doesn't seem to. He doesn't make it. He doesn't connect any dots. He's just like, why would you? Why would you even suggest such a thing? You should never do such blasphemies. Not after all the
agree.
church has done for you and your friends.
I agree. I would never.
Shame on you.
Shame.
And he's going to go back into the courtyard
Shame.
and probably back into the refectory to start preparing for this.
He deserves
Visitor.
whatever's coming to him. Sayoni's gonna go wait outside.
All right. So Kyra,
Okay.
ready?
Okay, this is 50 words, so I'm gonna have to use the one sending twice.
Okay.
But I'm going to say
My precious
Deathinatus.
charges. No.
I'm sorry. I hope you've kept your word. Members of the Cult of the Dawnflower will be coming for you. They have been instructed that you and I, cat sending again, have disobeyed Sarenrae's will. I told them the truth, that you have chosen redemption. Please do not fight them. Be well. That is the message. Just want to give him a heads up so he's not caught off guard, you know?
You hear. It takes a moment before you get the response. Thank you for your kindness. I will accept their judgment and offer them naught but truth. That's all he says.
just want to say, remember this kind of thing for like other games you're in. For other characters
Oh,
who
really?
might need redemption. Yeah.
I just want to say that our Deathanatus didn't take Kyra's arm.
Okay, well, he would if he had the chance. Man.
I mean,
Nah.
Yamasoth might have.
Yamasoth might.
Okay.
I
Well,
will...
I've got like 3 jukebox pieces we no longer are going to need to use, so that's tragic.
You know what? I was kind of like, would be cool to fight this dude one-on-one, not gonna lie.
I was not
but
expecting you to hit that diplomacy check.
I didn't think I was going to either, honestly. I usually roll so terribly for those.
And Sayoni on her way out will just be like, 15 minutes. I'll be out there. 15 minutes.
For what?
She'll be outside. Nothing, Olak. I'll be outside.
I will come find Sione and Fea and everyone.
Okay. I'm hesitant, I'm reluctant to ask, but Olak and Lem, what are you two going to do?
Alright, well, should we get this church open and banging? Where's the bell?
No,
Get this church bang!
I think my clergy are more than capable of taking care of our church without the influence of the man in iron.
You know what? I'm gonna pull out my sword. I'm gonna transform it to a big, like, club-sized bell. Alright, let's make sure people will know that it's open. Ding!
It's
It's
really
like
not-
right when I walk in the door.
Ding!
It, like he keeps on talking and like not something necessary. You really don't. Bell ringing blocks him out. Like you're only getting the odd word here or there. He keeps talking, but you can't hear a word of it over that bell.
Olak? What are you
It
doing?
was like,
To do this, I think on the
I'm getting the
Ringing out again.
people to
He only
know
looks
that
back at
the
the
church
building.
is open. And he's gonna walk out to the door. Church is open! Bring.
he thinks he's alone, so only Lem would probably hear this. I really don't like that man.
I walk into the chapel now, or into the main part. I'm gonna go find my sword. That's hopefully still there.
Yes. So there's actually there's a storage space behind the altar. There's all sorts of treasures there. Nothing that's like a relic of the church, but there's your sword. There's some silver holy symbols,
Oh, okay.
some donation tins, and the a box of platinum.
Take my sword back. A box of platinum.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll go to Shuni.
Oh, I thought you had departed.
Oh, sorry. No, it just... Sorry that happened. Apparently,
I cannot hear you. My ears are still ringing.
Oh.
What?
Your wounds?
It's fine. It's fine. He can. You don't have to spend a slot on that. He
That's funny.
a moment.
would
He can
want
hear
to
you in a
remove
after a moment. Like,
deafness and
Are you okay?
blindness.
Yeah, remove deafness.
I think my hearing is coming back.
Okay. Well, sorry that they came here. Apparently, I've been deemed not acting in the will of Saren Ray. So they were here to...
The brutes! Had they known you even a little, they would have known you are nothing if not the gospel word of Sarenrae.
Yes, well, you know, there are some more... Oh, I don't know the word, really. Intense sex. Militant sections of Saren Ray's church.
I did get that impression from them.
Yes. Well, I now have to make sure that they do not execute a man that I have deemed worthy of redemption, because Saren Ray showed that to me.
Yes.
Alright, well... She's really just talking to herself at this point, and it's like,
Yeah.
Shuni's just standing there. And she'll just
He's
go,
trying. He's trying.
okay. Sorry about the intrusion. Okay, the light
No, I'm
baby or
good.
something.
Next time.
She'll just leave. I'll go find the rest of them.
Okay. That leaves Lem.
Lem is going to try to very quietly leave the building.
Oh, okay. No roll required. Their perception is low enough and your stealth high enough at this point, there's no chance of failure.
Okay, I will leave.
They're like first and second level clerics.
Oh, yeah.
Chumps.
All right, so you guys are back out on the street in front of the Temple of Sarenrae.
Okay, well.
That went better than I expected.
No, it
Can I
didn't.
have that back?
Yep. Sorry I used 2 charges on it.
Oh? You didn't
Oh.
send me a message?
No. I sent a message to our death and Abyss.
Unsanctioned messaging.
It appears, me thinking he was worthy of redemption, some parts of the church did not approve.
Oh, of our death and Attis.
And my involvement in such.
Well, they're wrong. I helped you
They're
firsthand with our death and Attis. I think he
He's
is
done
truly
good.
repentant. So
I think you did great. Then and now.
I didn't see it, but I agree with Lem.
What did you do? Did you threaten them?
Threaten.
Mm.
Reminded. Asked them to see the truth. I just thought I'd give our death and Addis a heads up so that he wasn't caught off guard by Zadim and his men.
And what did he say?
He said he would accept whatever judgment they deemed him worthy of. I have a feeling they might execute him.
Well, it didn't sound like they'd entirely made up their minds.
No.
They were open to you. So, I think you've done what you could. And I think you did it right. And if you want to go punch that guy in the face, like, we can totally go do that.
Well, probably would have come to that if I hadn't said the right things, or I don't know.
I was ready to come in there.
Thank you.
So, hypothetical question. What happens if he goes and finds Ardathanatus and decides he's not worthy of his redemption and kills him? Where does that leave you?
Never agreed with that part of the church. They forget the redemption and compassion parts of Sarenrae's doctrine. That's compassion and peace are her greatest virtues, you know, and if you can be redeemed, you should be offered the chance to. And I think there are sects that just think that if you have done evil, where does it stop?
Well, if that doesn't work, I'm gonna go find some diamonds.
Resurrect
What do
it?
you need
I mean,
diamonds
if they only
for?
kill him once, then wouldn't that
we
be
should-
his sentence?
I think Ardathanatus should be offered a chance for new life, and I felt that we gave him that, and he accepted it. And I would hate for it to be cut short before he has felt he's done enough.
So if this guy kills him, like, do we go burn down his home or something? Or what do we
No,
do?
You fight him, you'll fight
Go on.
half of Kadira.
Why?
I mean, we've got you.
That sounds fun.
Kadira is not a very great place.
It sounds like our death and Attis
Wait, isn't that in the
made
desert?
his choice already.
It is. I will. Well, I know how long it would take them about to leave from here to get to Winsong. Yeah.
Assuming they're traveling by, am I? Yeah. Assuming they're traveling by foot, probably 3 days. 4 days.
Well, perhaps I can scry upon the demon Ardathanatus and just keep tabs on them over the next few days.
I'm gonna turn to Sione. Look at the habit you're teaching people.
Did pick that one up from Sione, to be fair.
What? It's good to check up on people sometimes.
Yeah, but yours is all the time.
I don't do it all the time. No more than once a day. Because
Stalking
that's
is
what the spell
creepy.
limits.
I heard a very wise person say that not too long ago. Pretty fantastic.
Well,
Should
Now
we
what?
go talk to Miss Hydemark?
yes.
Tell her our thoughts on the matter. See what she can do.
I'm sure she's just as apprehensive about this big party as we are. I'm sure most of the council are. So maybe she can help us out there.
I'll leave you two all to that. I'd rather not deal with the
Lem-
Hyde March, frankly.
Lem, we
I trust you.
would like to have you there.
It's not about trust. I trust you and you trust us. It's you should be
You're-
there as a face.
You're
I
part
want
of
her to
this.
see you. You are a big part of this.
You know,
Yes.
I don't want to see her. You all
Why-
go. It'll be fine.
Why?
You can tell me what we're doing, and we'll do it, and we'll do the things the way we've always done the things. And it'll be good. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you think Knaven's still mad at me? It's been a couple of months.
Who?
Probably, yes.
Well, through no fault of my own, his dogs died.
Oh,
He brought goblins into the manor, or a goblin, and it killed his dogs.
Could have happened to any dog.
well, I'm sure you said sorry and got him a new dog.
Were you supposed
No,
to do
he-
that?
He didn't.
But I feel like you. Do we need to go dog shopping?
I think it's a bit late for that. It's best not
Okay.
to rehash old memories.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just not
just-
bring it up, and then
Yes,
it'll be fine.
let's
Okay. So you guys are making for Hyde March Manor.
Mhm.
What about
Yep.
Lem? Where are you going?
I'm gonna go back to the inn.
Okay.
Back to the bed.
Got it. Okay. Well, as you guys make your way through the streets of Magnamar, still bearing your blessing from the Imperial Lords, by the way.
Haven't even needed to use it.
Haven't even needed to use it. Good thing. We're going to pause here and take a break. So, chat, thank you for hanging around. We will give you the second half of our show in just a few minutes. I'd encourage you to stretch, get some water, some snacks, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you shortly.
You were in your own world.
Yeah, we're live now.
Oh,
Hi.
well, hello. Welcome back, everyone. We were
Lecturing
ready.
Alvin.
Yep.
Mhm.
Hello. How are you? So let's pick up where we left off. As
To the bath.
Faya, Kyra, Sione, and Olak walk away from the Temple of Sarenrae, Lem.
I'm gonna make towards the inn for a couple of minutes,
Okay.
and then I would like to pause and take a look around and see if I see any of my companions.
You do not. You are
Right there.
not alone per se, because like there's other traffic in the street, but effectively anonymous.
Not seeing them, I would like to double back to the temple.
You find the temple exactly as you left it. The two wooden front doors are shut.
I will give a knock.
Okay. Your invisibility has worn off, yes?
I hope so.
Okay. Someone comes to the door and kind of pushes it open. It's Shuni. Now, I'm trying to remember. Have you actually met Shuni prior to this?
I don't
think
know
in
Shuni.
passing.
Michael doesn't know.
No.
I don't know if I'm
I
He
don't think
hasn't.
so. The last time we were in Magnamart, it was only Faya and I that went to the temple.
He hasn't personally met Chuni.
Wow. Okay. He sees you. Oh, like already, like before he sees you, he's like, the church is open once again. You don't have to knock. Oh,
Hello.
great Everlight. Please come in, sir. You are expected. Your coming was foretold very recently, in fact.
Expected.
Yes.
I turned up on a chance and a hope, and maybe a prayer, I suppose.
The Everlight is always listening, even if we do not realize we are speaking to her.
Flame is powerful.
Answers in mysterious ways. Please come in. He'll take you in.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You may stay here as long as you'd like. We will. The clergy here will tend to your needs. Do you need a
I
place
only
to
need
stay?
to warm myself by the flame, as it were, for a brief time.
Well, you have come to the right place.
I thought I might have done. It's been a long road. I was hoping you would allow me to peruse some of your holy texts for a brief time.
Our libraries are very humble, but what we have, of course, you are welcome to peruse. Come with me. I will take you to our study. We don't have a library, as it were, but I will bring you what books we have.
Do you have any particular tomes that might discuss Sarenrae's views on some of the other gods by chance?
Oh. Well, that would certainly not be traditional, but I will double check. I'm certain that there would at least be some passing mention in a few different places. So how this is going to be represented, if there's a specific thing you want to know, each hour you may make a knowledge check with a bonus depending on what you're trying to find out. I would say you can make knowledge checks at a base of +5 here, given their work, since it is pertaining to Sarenrae specifically.
Okay.
Is there something in particular you're looking for?
Yeah, a couple of things.
Okay,
I guess
we'll take it one question at a time.
Sure. The first thing I'd like to know is, are there any texts here which tell about what Sarenrae teaches about Grotus?
Make knowledge religion. Shocking, I know, but you have a +5 bonus. So 29. Grotus is a less commonly mentioned deity. There's really only one snippet you can find in which it seems like there's not an antagonistic relationship there. Sarenrae just sort of acknowledges that Grotus is there, and that's basically it. Like, it doesn't seem like there's any particular hostility in the faith.
My second and probably only other real question here is, are there any tomes that talk about Sarenrae's depiction of the end of days?
That would also be knowledge religion, but this would be a much more obscure topic. So expect a very high DC.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and spend my legend lore for today and add 20 to my roll.
Okay, what's the total?
Total will
including
be...
the +5 bonus.
20, 31, 32, 33, 34, 39.
39? Do you want to use a chat's blessing?
Yes.
Okay. 40 then. In that case, you find... I'm trying to think how on earth you'd find that here. You know what? you probably find it not even in the books here, so much as like in the murals and scripture of the church itself. You find that prophecy more or less lines up with what the Church of Grotus indicates. That being that Grotus will determine this time and awaken and I don't know if it's consume, but will destroy the boneyard. Pharasma's control over the River of Souls will end. The River of Souls will dissipate. Existence as it dies, as one death follows another. There will be no afterlife. Reality will come undone, and supposedly, based on the Sarenrite scripture, there will be insidious forces who will bring about large-scale multiversal death all at once. So that instead of it taking multiple lifespans without afterlives, just everything will end in a great divine calamity.
Good. And without trying to, I will try to do this as subtly as I can with my buddy here, or with the text. So I'm not sure if I get it either place, but would I be able to find out if there is a chapter or a following of Grotus here in Magnamar?
That would be a knowledge local check.
I'm slowly going evil.
25. There's a few Doom Criers, but there, as far as you know, there's no established Church of Grotus.
Okay. All right.
The best, like, the books don't mention anything. The best Shuni can tell you is there are some deranged individuals who sometimes just stand out on the streets and cry, this doom is coming, that doom is coming. That's it.
Well, Shuni, you have been an absolute boon to me, and I am so grateful, and I hope that the light of Sarenrae shines goldly and brightly and glowily upon you, and that your days may be filled with eternal sunshine, and that your mind remains spotless.
You are very kind. Light
and
of
you
the
are really good. I think you deserve... You run this place, don't you? You run
I
a very
am but
good
a steward.
establishment.
It is actually one called Sister Kyra who sees to this place.
Well, I don't know about that person, but I think you're doing small miracles here, my friend. And I'm grateful.
Well, thank you for your kindness. But it is simply what is expected of those with a good soul.
Well, may the flame burn you brightly.
Light of the Dawnflower follow you.
Yeah, blossoming flame forever.
I'm gonna cut to the others now. I think. Are you finished with them?
And I'm gonna head to the inn.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna cut to the others now. Back at Hyde March Manor.
Before we get there, before Olak puts his bell away, can Faye just go ding 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 and then just go?
You know it's a massive bell, right?
Can you carry it? It's as heavy as
Well, can you hold it and
club.
I can ring it?
Do you want me to resize it for you?
No, I'm just gonna ring it and go.
It's obnoxious. There's a couple of aristocrats. Assuming you're like in Naus by the time you do this, there's a few aristocrats who are kind of giving you dirty looks and don't like it. But
like glare back, like, what are you looking at?
Oh, don't talk to the riffraff. They like go scuttling away.
I'm gonna poke his shoulder with my hair as he goes.
She.
Okay.
Yeah, just recoil. You can hear. There's a few people. Like, ah! They, hurry on their way. For the most part, people recognize you guys are kind of celebrities in Magnamar. there's a lot of like as you pass City Watch, they'll kind of nod, be like, depending, it'll sir, ma'am, whatever, respectful. The average citizens kind of gawk at you as you go by. You reach the manor, no problem.
Go in.
Okay, so you're gonna look for Sheila Hydemarch specifically.
Yep.
Okay. Well, you enter into the manor, and you're informed by the staff that the lady and master of the house are currently having lunch.
They're always eating.
They've literally never been eating.
Yeah, they have like 4 times.
No, not once.
They've had dinner.
Not
lunch
with
twice.
you guys.
We're
I'll
never
wait.
invited.
I'll wait for them by having lunch.
Gosh dang, those biological individuals who eat every freaking day with these people. They're always just eating 3 times a day sometimes.
Yeah,
Just,
it's annoying.
does their hubris have no end?
As someone who eats once a day, it's very annoying.
Okay, well, you are brought in. Once they find out who it is, like they have you guys brought in, serving staff will provide some spots for you guys to enjoy lunch as well. They're having like, it looks like soup and salad and sandwiches.
Olaf's gonna bring out his book to read.
Knaven says hello to 3 of the 4 of you. And just kind of a curt to Olak. Sheila, on the other hand, is she actually like will rise when you guys arrive. She'll take Sione's hand in particular and like make sure you guys are seated and that you guys get some food. Once all of the hustle and bustle resolves, she says, "So, I assume you've come for a reason."
Want to discuss what's going to happen with the shard?
Of course. That is well underway, I'll have you know. The platform on the Irespan is all set. The Lord Mayor has had virtually no information given to him, which I would consider a victory.
Wait, what
So,
platform?
remind me. The celebration was going to, like, end with that happening?
They're calling it the Sihedron Festival. Though there is some good news coming of all this, I should inform you. I've received word that there may be members of the Decemvirate here.
Who was that?
The who?
What?
The Decemvirate are... You can do a knowledge... Oh boy. Local or history on this. Either one, I would say, in this instance.
I gotta...
Faya, you know who... So you'll know. Sione, you are familiar with them. Kyra, you are also familiar with the term. So Kyra and Sione, you know the Decemvirate as the mysterious leaders of the Pathfinder Society in Absalom. They are like the council of 20th level heroes who govern the entire Pathfinder Society on Galarian.
Okay.
Faya, you know that the individuals are masked and therefore unknown even to each other. No one knows who the Decemvirate are, but you know that they hold probably more political power than any monarch on Galarian.
Okay.
Level 20 and all.
Well, that's nice that they'll be there.
It will be of great benefit to the Pathfinder Society here in Varizia. I'll be honest with you, I didn't expect such occurrences here. Not after they laughed at us for wanting to bring the Pathfinders to Varizia in the first place.
Well, I was discussing the Sihedron with my group, and we all agree that the actual putting together of the Sihedron should be done privately, not separate from this festival.
I think we are well past that point.
No, I don't think so. I think we could have a mock show of putting it together, but actually not put it together there. I don't think it would be safe or wise to do it in such a big area, big group.
Well, it's not like the festival will have access to the workstation. Of course, we are keeping the entire thing away from any civilian hands.
Where is it exactly happening?
Atop the Irespan.
Is it well known that that's where it's happening?
Oh, yes. Very much so.
So I don't think the win of it should really be broadcast then.
I
You
can
understand
certainly
what-
see where you're coming from. And Knaven sort of chuckles into his soup, but is wisely keeping his mouth shut. You have to understand, of course, that these matters, though, are up to the entire council of the Sahedron. It is something that we would have to discuss as a group.
I would like to get everyone in on this discussion, yes.
I can
Put them in.
convene everyone as early as tomorrow night, if that would be convenient for you. Though I don't think you're going to win this one.
I'm gonna look at Sione and slurp soup loudly.
At this point, the entire city is aware of this. With members of the Decemvirate potentially arriving, pressure is already high, and the Lord Mayor,
All I'm
But-
asking is that we do it as a private ceremony with just the council members, the Decemvirate, and that's it. I'm not
the
asking...
Decemvirates are coming in disguise.
Oh. Well, then they don't need to be there. This is for the safety of Magnamar, the council, and us who risked our lives to get these things.
You want to remove the security that we have spent thousands of crowns upon already.
Sione doesn't like to share.
It's not that. It's there
I'm a
are
po-
people.
We
who are
have
very
some of the
good.
most powerful wizards, soldiers, marines.
Aren't a lot of them on the council? There's some powerful people in there.
Yes, but a few powerful people cannot provide the same protection as a large group of well-trained
Sometimes
individuals.
a large group is too much. There's too much going on.
Well, they're not going to be right around the workstation. They're going to be around the civilians, around the city, around the festival.
And they
Around the
should be there.
workstation are only going to be yourselves and the individuals of the Sahedron Council, and even among us, only the ones specifically channeling their magic into the table.
So why does it matter if nobody knows when that's happening?
Because we are going to show them. We're going to put on a show. Let them know that the Sahedron protects Varizia. We are going to... You're right. We don't have to. But we're going to send a message. And if that fat pig in his alabaster hall gets a little bit of fame for it in the process, so be it. You deserve recognition from the Decemvirate. Varizia deserves the acknowledgement that it has been lacking all these years.
I'd rather be in the shadow, honestly.
I don't think most of our group cares about that. For ourselves.
Then
And we
think
can
of the other
show-
Pathfinders who work in Varizia.
And we could show the star after we put it together.
At this point, promises have already been made, and to walk back from them will be to sling mud in the faces of those who have put their names on the line or their money. I don't much care if the Lord Mayor loses face, but there are a lot of investors. The Council of Ushers,
Think of the
other
rich
high-ranking
people,
members
Sione.
of Magnamar society.
They could
Promises
go
were
fight a
made.
dragon.
You
I'd
have fought
like
the
to see
dragon.
that.
They want to
No.
celebrate you.
No, I mean, I don't care about the money or the fame. These are promises you made, not us.
These are not promises I made either, but they are promises that I expect to deliver on because that is my job. Just like it was your job to do this.
Look at Sione.
I appreciate
What
Upset.
if
you
there
are-
was a credible threat to the Sihedron? and
Is there?
this?
Look at Sione.
Yes.
Then that is something that needs to be discussed immediately because as far as I understand it, there are no credible threats at present.
Just thinking of Celtiel.
I
don't
was
say
under the
that out
impression. Oh,
I don't say that out loud.
Well, I mean,
I just
She-
there are
you, did you not tell her about
Uh,
who you scryed upon?
yeah, Faye was gonna
I
make
did.
gestures about that and just be like,
Is that
I
not
told
enough
her.
of a threat? Of
that is
Runelord?
all the more reason to do this. Let them know that we have this power that they're afraid of.
or
Because if they
they'll
don't know we have it, they have
exactly when
no
we're doing
reason
it.
not to do exactly what Karzug did 5 years ago. Is that what you
And
want?
then in the middle of us getting it done in front of everyone, they'll attack then.
It doesn't work like that. They won't have that opportunity.
They will if they know when it's happening.
They do know when it's happening, and they won't.
What assurances do you have that that won't happen?
We have the Stone of the Seers entire school protecting this place. We have members of the Sable Company from Corvosa here. There are cipher mages from Riddleport.
Wait, really?
We have members of the Decemvirate in the crowd. We have you, frankly. Each of you together is, forgive me for saying so, no match for another Rune Lord. If everything you have said is true, and everything that I have researched is true, the Rune Lord of Pride is worse than the Rune Lord of Greed, who you barely could defeat with weapons specifically dedicated to destroying that specific individual. If the Rune Lord of Pride shows up in the middle of the ceremony, not you, not secrecy, no one can stop him. But if he knows we have this, then he knows he doesn't stand a chance, no matter when he attacks or with what guile. This star protected one man from 7 Rune Lords. Do you understand? In his sleep, in his vulnerable moments, in his illnesses, 7 together didn't dare defy him. They need to know we have this. We want them to know.
Yes, I just don't want the moments of vulnerability of us putting it together to be broadcast so everyone knows when and where exactly that is.
Why don't we put together a fake star for the celebration?
That's what I'm
That's
trying
what
to
I
say!
that's what we said.
I'm agreeing with you, Sheila. Because that would be dishonest, and to ranking members of the Decemvirate, that would be a travesty.
So?
The Pathfinder Society in Varizia could be disbanded outright. It's not just about me or you. What about the hundreds of people who work here for us? What about all of the people in Varizia who deserve the opportunity to be Pathfinders? Should we join the consortium? I was under the impression you thought that was a bad idea.
I think
Sheila,
members of the Decemvirate would understand what we're trying to do here.
they don't.
How would
Because
you know
not
that?
every member of the Decemvirate is benevolent. Not every person who runs the society shares our ideology. I admire that, and I share that with you, Snowy, but Sheila, this isn't about glory. Listen to the lady for a second.
I'm trying not to screw you over in this process, Sheila, but we've already made up our
This isn't about
minds.
me.
You're right, it's about the Pathfinder Society, and I don't
don't-
want anyone who wants to be a Pathfinder to be screwed over by this. But we've already made our decision.
So
get
you're
on-
not even going to bring it by the council. So in coming to
I
me, this
didn't
is what?
say that.
A sham? You did just say that. You said you've already made your decision. So
You
does
did
the
say
council
that.
mean nothing? Does the funding I provided you mean nothing? The Ioun Stones.
I
When
would
you
like
first
to-
came here, you were a group of adventurers looking for some quick coin.
I was looking for knowledge.
And are we to have no say in this whatsoever? I'm not saying that I should get to decide, but we have a council for a reason. And
Aren't
you're
we on
taking
the
this into your
council?
own hands then.
I didn't say that. I've said we have made up our minds.
Aren't we on the council?
You are, yes.
I
But-
would like to talk to the rest of the council too.
We weren't on
And
the
if they
council.
decide to go ahead with the Sahedron celebration,
Siona will probably charm them.
I guess we'll see what happens.
See?
I'm gonna nudge Olok's armor and hurt my elbow doing so, cause forgetting armor.
Olok's like
Kinda
reading.
pushes her
Olok's
away
like
from her.
busy paying attention, like one book in hand, while he's eating with the other hand.
I think I've had enough to eat.
We may have started
Was under
out
the impression-
looking for coin, Sheila, but it's different now. I
Yes.
care greatly for Magnamar and all of Rizia. We all are trying to do what's best.
Yes, you do what you think is right. And she's going to get up and
Don't
leave.
you want to have my diplomacy check, you bitch?
Knaven's still here.
Take this. Diplomacy. Oh, I rolled bad.
Yep, that tracks. She leaves. And Knaven does like, Sheila, come on. She slams the door.
That
She'll
went
cool
well.
off. I think she knows you're right.
It's
Fair.
harder
Ever
to
since the
get
Lord Mayor got involved, everything's been escalating. It's a shit show.
I still want to talk to the rest of the council, so tell her to get them together.
I'll make
I
sure
guess.
it's done. You might want to maybe wait a day though, or two. Give her some time to think this one through. You should know she cares deeply about Varizia and Magnamar and her people. She really thinks this is the right course. And I do too. But I think having a big carnival around it is a little distasteful, and I think that having some ritzy politicians who made fun of us for coming here get put to shame it's not worth the danger.
I don't like politics.
Yeah. We all got that in common too. You wouldn't know it. Sheila's gotten mighty fine at dealing with the politics. Every day when the lights go out.
But people in our group, me included, have literally died getting these.
You don't need to convince me.
We can't risk something happening. It's just
I think having a Sahedron council is the right call. I definitely, if I'm going to be candid with the rest of you, I think it was risky letting you hold on to those shards in the first place. You put yourselves in danger every day. Who's to say one of you doesn't decide one day that You could make a lot of money selling them. One of you did.
Wait, who?
But
It is risky.
But I think you should have a voice in this, and I think the voice that you're speaking with is speaking some wisdom. I think this whole carnival is a terrible idea and it should be called off at once. But that's just me.
Get wanting to give the people hope, something to celebrate. I think we can do both.
I think we could have done both before the Lord Mayor stuck his hooves in this.
We can charm him.
It's too late for that. There's flyers all around the city now. He's got criers talking about the festival. Sheila didn't tell you, but day before yesterday, he was in here saying if we didn't give him a date in the next week, he was going to make one for us. He's under the impression, if he can speak with you, that you'll be open to his influence. He doesn't know you, fortunately.
I'd rather cut his tongue out.
Well, you and me both. But hey, it's an election year for grab your ass, so.
That's probably why he wants to do this.
That's exactly why he wants to do this. And more than one of the people in the council have told him it's a bad idea. Frankly, whatever my wife might say, most of them are on your side in this. She was too until the Decemvirate got involved. I think that was Grab Your Ass's way of trying to get her on his side. It was a little bribe called another thing. I don't think she's seen it that way, but... well, once Sheila gets an idea in her head.
Well, send word my way when she cools off and we have a time and date for meeting them.
Yeah, sure. You still staying on the grounds? I can come over and talk to you myself.
I'll look at everybody else.
I will.
One of us will be.
Contact. Yep. You'll find one of us at least.
Oh, are you not still at the lodgings?
Well, our companion Lem is
Lem
not
isn't.
comfortable staying here, so.
I don't think I've met the guy, but I read his chronicle. The hero from Corvosa?
Yes.
I didn't realize he and Sheila were at odds.
I don't think he likes any of this.
Not
Feels
here
like
probably
as
best.
Pathfinder. He's here as friend.
It's probably best he didn't come with us.
I can understand and respect that. Well, I'll talk to her. She'll calm down, don't worry. Oh,
Well-
feel free to finish your lunch.
I'll take a grab bag for Lem.
You heard her. And some of the servants are gonna bring you some grab bags. No, some takeout bags.
Grab bag. A bag of random food.
All right. Well, what do
And
you guys
I'll
want to
head
do?
back to the inn because that's where Lem told us where he was going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys make your way back to the inn in Dockway. Back down. There's been a lot of travel. Like, you guys are probably a little on the tired side by this point, having gone up and down
I'm used
the
to
sea
it.
cleft multiple times now.
I'm surprised you aren't teleporting.
Did you want to teleport?
No, I'm more concerned with you with your spindly legs.
My legs aren't spindly.
Olaf
My
staring.
whole life has been spent traveling.
Again, Olaf staring.
Look at these legs. They're very nice legs.
And like several of the people in Dockway are like, turning to look like just a bunch of ruffians.
I cast fireball.
Okay, so what are you guys gonna do? You make it to the
Is
inn.
Lem there? Check the tub.
Yes, he would be. You said you were going back to the inn, yes?
Yep.
Okay, Lem is there.
Is he in the tub?
Is he in the tub?
He's not in the tub. He is not in the tub. He's in his room.
Knock, knock.
Who is it?
Sayoni,
What do you want?
to come in?
Okay.
I'm coming in.
Okay.
The door is opening.
It is.
Oh, I go in.
Make sure he's naked first.
He's not naked, is he? We're
How did it
back.
go?
Not great,
I'm not surprised.
but
Let me guess. Pathfinders first, common sense second, something like that.
it's more complicated, but to dumb it down, yes.
I figured as much.
We're going to be meeting with the council about it.
Well, I wish you well. When is that going to happen?
Tomorrow night, or what did they say? You guys are up here too, right? I assume. Whatever
Yeah,
she
sure.
cools off.
Tomorrow night, possibly.
She got a little upset with me.
A
Have you
little?
decided what she'll do if they don't want to go along with your plan?
I'm not gonna give them the shard pieces. That's my thought. I don't like that.
I mean,
So you're not gonna
I'm
do
with-
this in front of the whole city?
No. I think
You're-
that's a
you're-
really bad idea.
Cause isn't that what's gonna happen? They're gonna ask you in front of the whole city for us to give them the shards.
Hopefully not.
I think you've got the right of it. I'll back this play for sure.
I mean, you all have pieces of the shards too. I can't make you give anybody anything.
At what points will we be deemed villains?
yes, I'm wondering that too.
I'm hoping that the council will see our side of things, and to be honest, I don't really have a plan from there, but I really feel strongly that we shouldn't do this in front of,
Can we do it now?
no.
Oh.
We need someone of every magic school of these shards, and we don't have that.
Well, I thought we just had to be able to cast a spell from each of the schools.
Oh wait, you're right.
Yes.
But I don't.
Well, between us, I bet we can do that.
Well, if we would be exhausted after that. They said we'd be pretty tapped. I don't know what that means. That sounds a little dangerous.
What if we did it in that weird space that Feya had? Nobody knows
Also,
we have that.
I think we have to do it on the Irespan. What is it? Does it have to be on a special thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has to be at that place.
Doesn't feel quite right to do it behind their backs. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
that
don't see
doesn't
why
feel
not.
right either.
We did the work.
But it's not that they're going to think that we just want to take it for ourselves, and if we do this behind their backs, then
Well, I mean, we don't have to
who's to
keep
say
it.
we become enemies of them? You know?
We don't keep it. That's not the plan. I mean, it doesn't sound like there's a good plan for who keeps it yet, which is a huge problem, I think. But
Probably something we should bring up tomorrow, or
Yes.
if we speak to the council.
unless this is all finished by tomorrow, like Sione says, maybe we just come to them with a different problem. Who do we give it to?
Like I said, I think rotating shifts that the council votes on would be a good choice.
I am curious who they think they want to give it to. The rest of them, obviously, we've all been gone, and while we are part of the council, I don't know what they've been thinking.
I don't either.
Being on the council, we have very little say.
We have a vote,
If there is that, at least.
and actually, with all of us. Wait, is Lamp not on the council?
He elected not to be.
Well, that's, you know.
Lem,
Or-
if you would join the council, I'm sure the invitation still stands. You could help sway the votes in our favor.
No.
Well, I'm not gonna let Grabaros turn this into a political favor for himself. That's not what this is. So,
I guess the only thing to decide now then is, are we going to do something before the meeting, or are you all going to wait until after the meeting to act?
I'd like to wait and see where they stand.
I agree.
Okay. You're quiet. What do you think? Yeah, you.
Well, honestly, I don't know what to think. I think Sheila Hyde March has a stick up her ass and she's not willing to budge. Seems like she
This is
has
the
a shard of
problem.
pride of her own.
Well said. Very well said.
I would rather lose my stone in the astral sea than use it for politics.
But I think you're on the same page as Kyra now. Olak?
Doesn't really matter to me. Although I'd like to see them put it to in public, see if a rune lord actually shows up. Never seen one before.
Don't.
Always itching for a fight, aren't we?
Yeah, look at this cat. He's itching for
Gorm
a
would
fight
be
too.
proud. Yeah.
We don't want to deal with a rune lord. Trust me.
Oh, I read the chronicles of Lem Marizio. Did you write about it?
Lem wasn't there.
No. No, I'm thinking. No, that's Corvosa. Marizio. And did you write about it?
No. I was there. I didn't write personally. I'll let that to more talented writers than myself.
I don't think Marizio wrote hers either.
Given that she was called in, it was probably Kyra.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I
Kyra.
forgot Kyra was there. That's maybe who I was thinking in the party.
It was probably Kyra who wrote the journal that was published.
Probably.
I did contribute my notes, but that's about it.
So it was actually probably a very honest account as well.
I feel like there's some fluff about Marizio's final stand in that one moment. I feel like she
Anyway.
would have weaseled that in.
I mean, it was almost very, very bad.
And that was with 5 people?
5.
I think.
And only with a wish spell.
Yeah, we don't have that.
2, actually, technically.
True. What
So-
rune lord did you see again?
Xandergul.
Okay, I will.
He's the rune lord of pride.
I will read up on the spells he liked to cast most. And his style. If like I already know his school of magic, but you know everyone has like their go-tos. Like Olak, the 1000 buff.
This is
Man of
1,000.
Iron.
So with legend lore, do you have to be like focusing only on that and like... Oh, the casting time is like 1d10 days.
4
Jesus.
weeks. or sometimes
cookies.
even months.
If you know only rumors, the casting time is 2 to 6 weeks. If you have detailed information, it's 1 to 10 days.
Yep.
If I had all my Thassilonian books, would that help with it? The casting time?
No.
It's for speeding up clone.
Ah, okay. Well, I was
That's
still
what
thinking.
I wanted to look up.
I was thinking about knowing more about Zandercool if we're gonna do legend lore.
We don't have time.
Poor Estelle.
If we have some downtime, I can do that. Otherwise, I guess let's just do whatever we want to do till the meeting. Anybody have any more shopping to do?
No. Oh,
Yeah.
Unless we're going to look somewhere else.
Can I
Oh.
have Wand of Sending?
I want that prayer breed.
You can borrow it. I am
Okay.
limited on charges.
I think, I mean, if you don't need me for the rest of the day, I might head back to the Church of Sarenrae just to pray and spend some time.
Actually, do you need it right now? Can I? No?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna use it right now. Privately.
What? Oh, okay.
I tuck it away.
Kyra, I'll go with you.
Okay.
I got to go. I see children.
Oh,
Oh yeah, your
yes.
children.
Right. Oh my gosh.
You haven't
Oh,
cut
lamb.
them up to pieces yet?
Lamb, are you hungry? Here you go.
What's this?
Bringing
I
some
picked you up.
lunch.
I picked you up some lunch.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you.
It's a grab bag. It's random.
Sure, it's
Just
lovely.
kidding. It's a soup and salad
The soup and salad.
Thank you.
and
It's
maybe
very
bread.
kind.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go back to Hydemark Manor and await word.
Okay.
Olak,
Oh.
are you staying here or coming with me?
Actually, I'm gonna go see some Shiwantes.
Hey.
Poor Tim.
And we split off, never to see each other again.
Mm-hmm. It's better than doing what the mayor wants.
Yep.
Tim told me to do this
When?
last game. I just remembered. You did, sir.
Do I still have a room?
You can. They can make one up for you.
Okay, I'll go stay in a room there and send a message.
Okay, so here's the order we're gonna go in. We're gonna start with Sione. You're doing what now? You're going back to the manor,
Hi, yeah.
getting a room set up, and then sending a message to.
Saltiel.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna say, do you want any help with your sister or not?
Is that it?
Yep.
You hear a reply. I'd love some help. Bring my sword and we'll get to it.
I
No
don't
one knows
reply.
where it is.
I do not reply.
Oh, stuff, yeah.
Fucking asshole.
I like that Kyra put his toy on top of the fridge and he
I
just
really
can't.
did. I didn't even tell anybody was up there.
Is that it, Sione?
Yep.
Okay. A bit later in the evening.
Wait, wait. I'm gonna cast Legend Lore. Maybe I'll get lucky. It'll just be a day.
Okay, so what are you casting Legend Lore on?
The cloning time speed up. You know, I
Cloning
saw Karzu.
time speed up? Oh.
Yeah, time. Yeah.
Okay. Let me open up legend lore here.
I've seen it around. It's in chat.
Brings to your mind legends about an important person, place, or thing. I would say that's not an important person, place, or thing, because it's not something that exists yet.
Okay.
So you can't cast legend lore on that.
Wait, what?
Legend lore specifically gives you information about an important person, place, or thing.
Isn't a spell a thing?
If a spell already, if you're talking about like a legendary spell from the past or something, yes.
I'm
a
talking
spell
about,
that you
like,
want to create from nothing.
Used.
Well, that's a different thing. That's not the spell that you're casting. That's a spell that he cast, and that would be a thing rather. It's a magic item he made.
Oh, like, can I apply it to?
It could help potentially.
Okay.
If you wanted to like recreate the cipher gate.
Well, let's not get crazy.
Yeah, legend lore though specifically has to target something that exists or did exist.
Xanderghoul then.
You're casting legend lore on Xanderghoul?
Mm-hmm. Why not?
Because that's going to take days or weeks of your time.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it will.
He's at hand. The casting time is only 1d4 plus times 10 minutes.
Yeah, no. That would be days.
Okay, well, maybe I'll get lucky. I get to roll a d10.
Okay, if you're intent on casting that.
What else am I gonna do?
I don't know, not cast it on a thing for the next adventure path?
Oh.
The more we know, the better it is.
Yeah, I want to be prepared.
You know what? I'm gonna do you and me a favor here.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that would be inaccessible information and thus doesn't waste your spell because I don't have that information. I haven't read the next adventure path.
Okay, you could have just said that.
I'm saying it now.
Okay. Then I'll legend lore on something else.
Why don't I come back to you? Or you can wait till tomorrow to use legend lore.
No, don't do this to me.
I'm gonna come back to you.
Next time on Legend Lore.
Let me use my spells.
You were going to where to find Shoanti?
I don't know where they are. I'm gonna go ask where they show, like just a random passerby.
You can make a diplomacy check to try to gather information. It will take 1d4 hours to get that information, but if you roll high enough on your diplomacy check.
Wait, no.
Oh, it'll only take you an hour.
Well, looks slightly smart. I'm gonna go find a guard. Ask them where's the area where the Shoantis are.
I mean, there is no area where the Shoanti are. We live in the 47th century.
Oh.
Please.
Fine. Diplomacy.
Okay. It takes you about an hour of asking around, but you are able to... You're informed that you can often find Shoanti in the rougher parts of town. Like in Dockway, looking for mercenary work, or in Beacon Point, acting as hired thugs for... There's some racism against Parisians. I'm not going to include that here. But generally speaking, it seems like you could find Shoanti in rougher parts of town. So that is where you go. And sure enough, in Dockway, there are a few Shoanti. Most of them kind of somber, quietly working as like dock hands or hired muscle protection. In fact, Miss Calmarelm, the merchant princess, has a few Shoanti bodyguards working for her.
I forgot about her.
Oh, huh. Well, I'm gonna go see. Is there just selling any war paints?
Oh, you're looking for... Why didn't you just say you wanted to buy freaking Shoanti war paint? God damn it, Elvin. I forgot. Okay. You find, in that case, you are able to track down some Shoanti. You probably don't want the bodyguard ones or mercenary ones. You're looking for a Shoanti
Probably a
who's
shaman.
maybe open to right, someone who'd have these war paints, which it'd be very unlikely to find in town. However, since it is below the price point and you rolled your percentile and we said it was here, I'm gonna roll another d4. I'm gonna say it would have taken 2 d4 hours to track this down because this is more difficult information. Okay, it would have taken you about 6 hours of hunting, like visiting different. Like you find plenty of Shoanti.
Olak would have probably gotten very frustrated to roll this.
But eventually, in Beacon Point, in a really scummy, dirty tavern full of Verizian, you're pretty sure probably some Scarny agents here, a few Shoanti, at least one person who you're almost positive is not. They're a shapeshifter because like every now and again when they go to grab their mug, you'll notice like they're grabbing the air, but the mug lifts. Or I'm sorry, an illusion. In this seedy bar, you find a trio of Shoanti, all bearing the white face paint of the Lirun Kwa. And one of them is wearing garb that is traditionally associated with a shaman. While the other two, as you approach, the other two, both men, kind of cracked necks. You can see that one of them has an earthbreaker resting against his hip. The other has, he dual wields claws, while the shaman is older and just kind of ignores you and continues to drink. The two men kind of stare at you. What do you want, orc?
Well, he's gonna pull out his great sword and he's gonna, like, put it beside me.
Right through the floor?
Yeah.
Oh, next to you. Oh, on the floor. Okay. Not
Well, through the floor, yes.
Through the floor. Okay, it is going through the floor. Got it. The Shoanti with the Earthbreaker kind of doesn't say anything.
Do you have any war paints?
All true people of the plains have war paint. Why do you care?
Are you selling any?
No. And the shaman kind of slams the mug down. Yes. Let me look up some prices real quick.
One of you saying yes.
Both of the men kind of look a little hostile and are taken aback by the elder's speech, but they both kind of lean back. I speak for us. Is there a specific war paint you want?
Well, I would prefer the blue, but I could do with any of all of them.
I have tribal war paint.
Blue or black?
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Maybe even white.
You want, well, what do you want? What do you celebrate? Fight for? Honor?
I fight for me. Every fight's a celebration when I'm involved.
I recommend some food coloring or dye, then. Shoanti war paint is not for decoration. It honors the ancestors, the sun and moon and stars and sky, the birds and horses of the plains, fire, water, the earth we walk upon. It is for these things one applies Shoanti war paint. I ask you again, to what do you honor?
The mighty god Gorum is always honored with me.
It is war then.
Olaf's like,
You may buy my paints.
which ones do you have?
Now it's up to you. So you're magic item shopping. You
Yeah.
pick which one you're buying.
Well, how many can I get?
You can get one of any color.
Just one?
Just one.
You're mean. Fine. I'll have the blue.
He will take out like a almost like a miniature water skin, but it's capped, and he says he sets it down. It's some kind of a hide sack. You can hear something sloshing inside of it. 900
900.
sales.
I was gonna slam it down.
He'll take your 900 gold sales, and you have one dose of blue Shawanti war paint. As you're stepping out of the tavern, though, once you're done, can you do me a favor and make a perception check?
Perception.
Should have taken Faya never sleeps there.
33 with a nat 20.
Woo!
Or Lem carries his stones.
I also rolled a natural 20.
There is also scent
For a
involved.
total of 35. Would you like to spend some chat's blessings?
Would scent apply?
In this case, no.
No. You know what? I've only essentially used Chat's Blessing once. Yeah, I have. Just once.
Do it.
Please.
You have to use 2 chat's blessings.
If there's any available. Yes.
Are you using them?
Do it.
Yes.
He nodded vigorously.
I nod vigorously.
Okay. Excellent. In that case, your 35 natural 20 matches my 35 natural 20. You become aware of a figure on the roof across the street from you, heavily cloaked with enchanted shadows about them. You don't look directly at them, but you can tell they're staring at you. They're watching you, maybe even studying you. And you're pretty sure they have a hand crossbow.
I would... Wait, how high is he?
About 20 feet.
20 feet?
Yeah. They look like they're lithe, humanoid, human,
Wait, how
elf,
many?
half elf, something like that. One.
One?
Mhm.
Give me spatial, here, directly above.
They're across the street and on the roof.
Okay.
It's night by this point, so they're very difficult to see.
Okay, wait, let me see if I can cast a spell that I prepared. Wait, did I prepare it? I did prepare it. Okay. I need to know if I can cast it directly from that angle.
Yeah. I mean, you can see them, so you have line of effect.
Oh, it has to be directly above. Okay, well, I would like to swift cast a spell on myself. Airwalk, and I'd like to run at him.
Okay.
Do a double.
So
movement.
you're going up toward them?
Yep.
All right. As you charge suddenly through the shadows up toward the roof of this building, I'm going to cut over to Kyra. Kyra, what are you doing?
I just went back to the Temple of Sarenrae, and she's just gonna meditate for a while, and I don't know. She's thinking about Zadim, I guess. Kind of was an interaction she wasn't really expecting. And I would like to.
Let me change the music. Sorry.
No, that I want to do anything specifically. I don't really.
It's okay if you don't have anything you want to do.
Yeah, I think I'd just be praying and meditating.
Okay.
Really like just burning some generic incense to go with that, and probably for a long time. Yeah.
Okay.
Might end up staying here sleeping instead of
Yeah,
going
you have
anywhere else,
quarters
'cause-
in the refectory.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably end up just here super late unless I'm needed, but I don't think so. So
Okay.
yeah,
There is a point when Shuni is going to approach you, though. Kind of. Forgive me, Sister Kyra. Am I intruding?
Okay.
I just wish to inform you, because of course you would not know. The children are gone.
What?
By the way, I did say I was gonna go with.
That's true. Faye did
Kyra.
come with me.
That is okay. So, maybe you were gonna stop by. So we can keep it active. We'll say you were gonna stop by and like after you were done with your errands. So this would have been before you got there, but like just to make it work. The children are gone.
When did they leave?
They left a few days before that those brutes showed up, and they did not return.
Wait. Oh,
They were getting quite fussy for a while. I suspect they have gone back to wherever they were staying before. Your friend brought them in.
Yes, I know. They would probably know where to find them or how to find them.
I had mentioned it to the town watch, but they don't take me very seriously.
I know. Okay. We'll find them. And I know that this is probably not the best place for them anyways. They kind of seemed interested in other areas. So
Still, it was my responsibility and I failed. Forgive
okay.
me, Sister Kyra.
Okay. We'll find them. Thank you.
They were always practicing with these new magics. They learned out of nowhere. I don't know where they picked it up. The boy set the curtains on fire more than once. And the girl, she had illusions. I thought there was a great big spider on me when I was sleeping. It had texture. That is not a cantrip.
No,
that is
that's
good magic.
impressive. That's good magic.
I felt its hair on my face.
I believe you. I'm sorry they did that to you.
No, it is.
Faye's gonna come
I
in
should
at
have
this
been more
moment.
attentive to them, but I was
Faye
uncomfortable,
walks
so
in.
I was letting them. Oh.
Thea.
I have food for children.
Well, Shuni was just informing
I
me
should
that
get to the evening mass, Sister Kyra. I will let you see to this.
Okay. Yep.
God damn it.
He's gonna get out as quick as he can.
Apparently, a few days before Zadim arrived, the children ran away. And Shuni has not been able to find them. He said he alerted the watch, but I doubt they've really kept their eye out for these kids. I'm not sure I have any way of locating them. Would you?
I'm going to eat them.
It also said that they seem to show some great magical power.
Oh yeah, I was teaching them.
Yes. Well, the boy set the curtains on fire multiple times, and the girl conjured up some very impressive illusion of a spider.
She did magic?
She did?
Oh, good. Okay. I'm going to scry on the children.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna suggest.
Okay. It'll take you 10 minutes, and you have the material component?
I do.
What's your DC?
I'm just gonna cast a spell.
Lucky.
20. Okay. Boy or girl. I guess it doesn't matter because they have the same stats. You succeed on the save. Or, I'm sorry. You succeed. They fail the save. You succeed in
Okay.
casting it. I'm sorry.
I was
I was like, wait, nope.
The phrasing
ain't it.
is so.
Either way, I win.
In the probably a mirror, I would think, that you have on hand here. In the mirror that you're looking in, the mist sort of clear, and you can see the girl giggling and running along wet, muddy alley. And then she kind of turns and catches something and giggles and like holds it up. And it is a desiccated, dried out head.
Oh, god damn it. They're back in the tomb. Kyra, take my hand.
Okay.
I'm teleporting to them.
Right now.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, well, you can do that. Is it greater teleport or just regular teleport?
Regular, but I've been there before. Yeah, that's the same one.
Yep. So roll your percentile. Let's make sure you don't go to a similar crypt in another city.
29.
29. Okay. I was not expecting you to just be like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, Faya would do that though.
No, not
I
that.
have the power to do so. Why not, right?
I need a nice... That's good. It's nighttime.
Right before we go, perhaps we should put them in some sort of school.
Okay.
I was raised by hags.
Well, perhaps not hags.
No.
You teleport into a dark, pitch black crypt. Does someone want to cast a light spell?
Yeah, I will use my light cantrip, and I will cast it on my holy symbol on my chest.
Okay. Kyra's necklace begins to shed light, illuminating the rectangular chamber. You can see that there is the still open stone sarcophagus where you had, first found it. Standing on either side of the sarcophagus is a boy and girl, both of them kind of looking at you like, oh. The boy is currently holding a skull, which has glowing tattoos adorning its forehead and cheekbones and like up and down the face. Though they kind of stop at the base of the skull.
Give me that.
This is not how we treat
kind of
the dead.
Bashfully, the boy will bring you the skull.
I'm going to allow my hair to grab it and put it in the bag. I can do that.
Well,
that's why I'm doing it.
You put it in the bag, and the girl... Why did you take that away? That was ours!
You ran away from home?
No.
It's been missing.
Does she need to cast a spell?
No.
I know when you're lying.
We ran home. This is home.
But you don't get
And
good
the boy's
food,
like,
proper
yeah.
bath?
Dummy. And then like kind of...
I know how Shuni feels.
Perhaps putting you in a church was not the best place, yes?
It's okay. You didn't know any better. That's right. You were doing the best you could with the information you had at your disposal.
And do you have more information?
Well, yeah, the girl says.
I'm waiting.
Well, I need you to wait like just
poses
another
this-
second, and then you'll see and then your bag suddenly has light bursting from it. And a moment later, shadows engulf the entire bag and then begin seeping like back out onto the floor. Um,
Yeah?
and no, I'm not done yet. Oh, just give me a second.
Oh no, the body got put back together. No.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
You
I-
did it!
I can't.
I
seem to
just put it in the
This
bag.
is your fault!
I didn't think it'd attach itself. Oh no. Oh no. I just wanted it away from the kids. Oh
I'm just
no.
looking. I think I've got.
Stilly,
Oh no.
you're blurry, by the way.
I'm
Oh,
blurry.
no.
No, I'm not.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, a
What?
little blurry.
Oh,
Come on,
no.
quit it.
Oh,
no, that got worse. No. Camera.
What the fuck? Turn it off. Turn it off. Put back
Reset
on.
it.
You're too rude
The
to be
blood.
censored. You gotta like move your face in.
Fading.
There you go.
Okay, there we go.
you go.
There we go. So I'm sorry you had to see that. That was.
It was great.
How
tragic.
embarrassing.
Oh no.
Ah, there they are.
Oh,
Um,
no.
So the shadows pouring from your bag coalesce sort of in front of the sarcophagus, between the children, between you. So like you two and the two children are making an X with this person in the center of it. As the shadows like swirl and spiral up into the form of a humanoid before solidifying into a woman wearing a brilliant violet dress with like long slender gloves, her fingers ending in claws, and you can see that there are two horns up out of her head kind of curling back here, with jet black hair and red eyes and glowing red tattoos across her face, head, down her arms, her legs, which you can see through a slit in either side of the dress.
Oh, I fucked up.
And she
I have my hand on my sword.
looks upon first Feya and then Kyra. And here's a language check. Do either of you speak Aslanti?
Yes.
You do. What the fuck,
Wait.
Feya? Are you
Yes,
shitting me?
yes, I
I
do.
don't-
Yeah.
Really?
You speak Aslanti?
Yes.
Are you kidding? Okay,
The
well,
last one I learned after Minkayan.
Feya 1, Askel 0. I was not prepared for that. In Aslanti, so to Kyra, you got nothing on what she says, but to give you an idea, it would sound sort of comparable to Greek, the language.
Okay.
She says, "Who among you woke me from my rest?"
It was I. I'll say back in Islanti.
And now that's a thing. Now now Feya speaks that. So
Mhm.
deal with that, Kyra.
Now I'm just looking back and forth like,
Indeed. She kind of studies you.
And who are you?
You seem worthy enough. I am. Oh God, why the fuck did I do this? I am Yalmus Ducius.
Knowledge check.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll check on
Yama.
a language I don't understand.
Oh, I did not.
Not even.
Oh.
I would have been
What the-
astounded if any of you came even close to spelling that right.
I did YAMA. Like I was way off.
I put a T in there.
Yeah. Which check am I doing?
Oh,
History.
knowledge,
Planes.
history.
Oh fuck yeah. America. 39.
You don't know the name. You rolled too low. Your knowledge is not good enough. Feya is not smart enough to know this.
Is this because I know Islanti?
Yes, that is exactly why. She favors you with a very slight smile. You will suffice. Where are your sisters?
Oh, I actually no, it's in the Demons and Witches book that I have. She's probably there. I don't have.
Worthless. you. She turns back on the two children.
I will
in
move
common,
in
the
between
girl's gonna say
her and the children because I don't like this.
Oh, well. Al, we should probably do the thing now. Oh, I was having fun though. No, don't be daft. And by the way, Fea, Dodgy's, the hair on the back of his neck is suddenly standing straight up.
Yeah, I can
And you're
feel.
getting extreme emotion from him. Okay. Let's do it together, Allie. Okay, Kathy.
No,
And they
don't.
take each other's hands,
Oh,
and they
fuck.
Can I grab them?
both of them swell into bigger humanoid forms until they're towering over Kyra and Fea in the form of two hideous, ugly hags.
Even my detect magic didn't work on them.
It's amazing what a non-detection spell can do for you.
Fuck.
I'm glad
And
I took that sending
one of them
you guys.
looks to
Yeah,
the,
me too.
by comparison, much shorter woman who's standing between all of you. And now, Kyra, you're probably
trying, not sending. I'm between both of them now. Like
Yeah.
this was a bad idea.
Um,
I was gonna protect these kids.
and the one known as Kathy Dollwiggle says, Mistress, we brought this about so that we might join you as sisters. And I think that's where we're going to end for tonight.
What the fuck, bro? You think I got problems? You got problems.
This is
Y'all
why
got problems.
this is why certain
Fea's
people
problem.
shouldn't be left alone.
You know, I didn't think the head would attach itself to the rest of the body on its own.
I know. I was counting on it.
Because every other time I have put it back together myself.
Mm-hmm. But the head is the source of the power.
Yeah.
It was a magnet.
You just threw a magnet.
I don't even know what just happened. Did those kids turn into hags?
Those kids were always hags.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Wait,
just any
what?
hags, though. Who were they, Ava?
Fuck off.
No, share with the rest of the class. So
No.
everyone can-
We'll get the
wanna-
reveal next time. This is good.
Yeah?
Olak doesn't know. Alvin doesn't
You
know
want
either.
That's fair. Okay.
This
Fair
whole time, Fea said she was raised by hags.
I know you. I know you checked repeatedly. I know it occurred to you at some point, but Like I said-
Didn't you finish the job and kill them like normal, like a normal
Fea blacked
person?
out.
yeah.
That's a memory she does not have.
Oh no!
The shadows consumed the forest, and Fea woke up free. That is basically what happened.
Well,
Damn.
that's kind of
Dang,
a bummer,
okay,
dude.
good cliffhanger to end on. Though.
Can I get a high five though for the double cliffhanger of an assassin on
Oh,
Olak
yeah.
and two hags? High five, anybody?
And me and
five.
Lamb
No.
are just chilling in our
Boo.
respective
Boo.
Not
bedrooms,
just one
chilling.
cliffhanger, two.
Hopefully,
Fucking two
Sione
cliffhangers.
feels it in her bones to scry on one of us. I don't know.
I do like to scry on people.
You guys think you got me when you did a 5-way party split? I got you.
we didn't do a 5-way party
I'm
split.
sorry, a 4-way party split. You're right.
We
Look,
did a
I'm just
3-way
trying
party
to chill
split.
until the
3.
next day. That's all I was trying to do. I'm just chilling.
I was like, I'm just gonna pray.
Or 4.
And then you took Fea's hand.
To be fair,
I thought they were kids.
I did not
I
expect
did
you
too.
to go looking for them tonight.
When you just think they're kids, though, I mean, why wouldn't you? You know.
Yeah, it's true. It's
I
true.
was literally gonna do the Fea thing and grab their ears and drag them back to the church.
And
That's
just
really
so you
what I
know-
expected you were gonna do.
It was a DC 45, so don't feel too bad for whiffing that knowledge history.
I have the book on her, on the
I-
demon witch hags worshippers and whatnot. I've read it
Well-
several times. She might actually be in my notes. I should look it up.
Ding, 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 ding.
We'll see.
I gotta
Double
get the book out.
cliffhanger.
Ding dang dong.
But yeah, so that'll be
Next
fun. And
Monday?
for Lem and Sione, I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm gonna have to get creative with you two.
What? just chilling.
Oh, I have a plan. I can tell you very briefly what Lem is going to do tonight.
Take a bath?
Keep it a secret. Tell me during the week, like message it to me, and we'll.
Okay, it's
And-
really
I
not
wanna-
dramatic though.
His
I,
bath,
uh,
his bath's actually
But I
a
will do that.
very, very
I
handsy
hope he
water
buys
elemental.
a portable bathtub. You know how Sione has a portable hole? I hope he buys a portable bathtub.
I
I
have
kind of-
2 portable holes.
Okay, sorry.
I want somebody to cast animate object on a bathtub, and then permanency on that,
Could do that.
and like Lem to just have the Nightmare Before Christmas mount. We'll just get in a bathtub and like ride it around.
And I did come up with something I can legend lore, so that's what I'll be doing.
Oh,
yeah.
that you can tell me tonight if you want to tell me what you're gonna
Oh.
legend more.
The Sahedron Star.
Ooh.
So you do not have it at hand, so that will
Yes,
be one.
I do. It's
You have a shard of it.
Yes.
Fuck.
Wow.
Okay, let me roll it. It's a D10.
Next week.
No,
Next
let
week.
me roll it.
Actually-
I'll roll one.
Are we playing next week? We're
next
good
week?
for next week, right?
Sunday? Next
I
Monday?
won't be here.
The
On
13th.
Monday?
That's really
Yeah.
unfortunate for what's happening.
Yeah.
We'll figure
Oh
it out.
yeah, shit. I was gonna say if like Michael and Ashley are gonna be busy, I could deal with that, but
We'll figure it out.
we'll yeah. Keep an eye on our social media, which you can find linked in chat, I'm sure. Our Twitter, which is on the link tree, as well as all of these lovely people in their native environments where you can find them if they exist in a native environment. I'm pretty sure Michael is an eldritch creature who returns to his demiplane of
A bed.
hidden magic,
Of
so you might not find him. But
Guns N' Roses.
yes.
You can't see it, but under the table, my
Strahd.
hand is just.
I mean, technically, nobody can prove otherwise. There's no proof to the contrary. Also, if you want to catch up on this campaign or any past episodes or other campaigns, maybe you want to know about Water Under the Bridge. Maybe you want to know what the fuck. I would. You can find all
I would
of
like
that
to know what the fuck.
and more on our YouTube channel, linked in chat. Yeah, that's it. So thank you guys for watching tonight. Have a lovely
Yes,
evening.
thank you.
Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on Sunday or Monday or, whenever. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.